20 minutes. The track listed as fast. There's no light rain. It's beautiful out. It's a little cooler. Nice seasonable day. Maybe even a little below seasonal, but 21 degrees Celsius. Room temperature. Beautiful night. Let's get a look at the changes. Race number one. Now let's back that up. Race number one. I said, race number one. Huh? We have number 5, The Magic Within, scratched. Race 1, scratch 5, The Magic Within. Races 2 and 3, no changes. Race number 4, note that number 4, Be Blazin', driver to be announced. Race 4 for Be Blazin', driver to be announced. Race number 5, scratches of 7 and 10. Race 5, scratch 7, Badlands Bay, and 10, Dillon's Bank. Races 6, 7, and 8 have no changes. Race 9, number 6, Great Trickster, changing aluminum to steel shoes up front. And race number 10, no changes. Once again, reviewing races 1 and 2. Race 1, we do have that scratch of 5, The Magic Within. Starts the early pick 5. And the second race, as well as the third race, no changes. 18 minutes to post time. Time to welcome in my co-host and our handicapping expert, our London bureau chief. And I understand you're at home one day at the office, tuckered you out, so now you're back on vacation. Man, oh man. How you doing,
Yeah,
Sugar?
yeah, I'm doing all right, Gary. Home and well, they say home is where the heart is, right? Well, I'm at home here this evening, but right at home with Grand River Raceway broadcast. I enjoy doing these shows with you, Gary.
Okay, well, pick it up a little bit. When you're at home, you sound a little more subdued. Bring the energy, man. Let's go. And listen, you did such a great job on Monday and Wednesday. I've decided that next Wednesday, July the 1st, I'm going to give you the day off as a reward for the great job you did Monday and Wednesday.
Canada Day. I'm off. Wow, thank you.
Yeah, day off. In fact, I'm going to take the day off too because I want to watch some World Cup soccer. Bosnia against the United States next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, enjoy that.
yeah,
I'll
really. You
probably
hold
take in
on.
some.
You know, you
I'll probably take in some Canada Day festivities
yeah,
somewhere.
you've heard me talk about soccer. You really think I'm watching the soccer next Wednesday? Sugar, if they played that game in my backyard, I'd close the drapes.
Oh boy. Well, I'm going to say no comment, but I prefer online. Well, some poker, like watching TV for some poker, or even some darts.
Oh, oh man, oh man.
I'm interested in that kind of stuff, right? A
Oh,
golf
okay.
game, it's pretty good on TV, but
Those are all sports that you can have a nice nap to. And hey, nothing wrong
exactly,
with
hundred
that.
percent,
You put it on, kind of
exactly.
lulls you nicely to sleep. You know, I should announce horse races like those golf announcers. Here he comes. He's moving up
Oh
on the
well,
outside.
there's one gentleman that he's the commentator, and he's done it for years for the Masters,
Yeah.
and he's got a voice that I just love listening to, and it's one of my favorite tournaments of all through the sporting season for any sport.
Yeah.
It's the Masters and
Live
listening to the
from
commentator.
live from Butler Cabin.
Amen corner.
By the way, Jim Nance.
That's the voice.
I think it is. I might be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, that
Okay.
rings a bell,
I'm
and
getting old and
I,
senile.
I I could listen to him. I could listen to him commentate on golf all day. He is that good.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it I played a lot of golf. I don't play anymore, but watching golf, I used to love it back when it was Tiger and Mickelson and some of those guys. And I don't know. I
Hmm.
guess times change. And look,
It's
things.
hard to keep up with the names, right? It's like hockey.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with the names. I mean, I never had a problem catching up with the names involved in the sports 30 and 40 years ago, but it's tricky to keep up with all the new names.
Well, not only that, we only have so much brain power for names, and they have to all be used for horses' names. So we're pretty much done after the horses. But
Oh well, even horse names, Gary. I can remember horses' names for 40 years ago, but ask me who won the fourth on Wednesday night at Grandford Raceway. I couldn't tell you.
yeah, I'm often surprised when somebody will mention a horse from, say, 30 years ago, and then I say, "Oh, Mark Meekins drove that horse." Blah blah blah, and they're like,
Yep,
"You remember?"
100%.
Yeah, I don't
Same.
know, just sticks out in my mind. But listen, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? What I would love to stick out in my mind tonight is you nailing a pick five and being able to show us the way with that pick five ticket. With
Oh boy.
I think
Oh,
we're going to get there in about 8 minutes to post. I actually have a lot of singles on tonight's multi legs.
I do too. I think I'm ending my early pick five with a pair of singles in races 4 and 5. It's like that.
Okay, well, listen, we're going to find out then where all these singles and what you're thinking with pick five coming up at 8 minutes to post. Gives you some time to watch some soccer or some darts. Talk to you in a few.
Okay then.
Winbag Farm of Delaware offers several outstanding stallions, including EL Platinum, full brother to multiple stakes winners EL Ideal and EL Titan, Meadowlands Pace winner He's Watching, a Dan Bench Award winner and a world record holder over multiple sized ovals, Molotov Cocktail, a New York Sire Stakes final champion and multiple stakes winner, Nutcracker Sweet, half brother to the great Sweet Blue, and a multiple stakes winner. Sports Column, a 19-time winner and a multiple Ontario Sire Stakes Gold winner at 2 and 3, and Top Flight Angel, a Yonkers Trot Final champion and a Breeders' Crown elimination winner. For more information, winbackfarm.com.
Okay, with 9 minutes to post time on race number one at Grand River Raceway, we are getting set to bring up some pick five ticket ideas. $5,000 guaranteed pool for the pick five play. Go to wager here at Grand River Raceway. The go tos tonight, including pick five, starting up in races 1 and 6. The pick fours beginning in races 2 and 7. And of course, you've got those non jackpot high five opportunities featured in races 5 and 10. So, diving into the early pick five, I'm in to go for only $16 on a 20-cent wager. Um, Maybe looking for some prices up front as I've gone deepest of all here in the opener. I did use my top selection in here, number 8, Halton Hill, one of two. Scott Young drives on this evening's card, facing much easier competition, though it is an outside post to overcome for that one-time winner, son of Muscle Hill, Halton Hill, going out for trainer Bob Young, his son Scott Young in the sulky for 8, Halton Hill, my top selection. But I'll use a few more of them in there. 2, 4, 6, and 7 are also going to make my ticket for the pick five play in race number one. We're going to stay deep in race number 2, kind of wide open in there with some trotters going postwards, some inexperienced trotters. Just one, maybe two winners in the field, being the 1 and 6 in there. We're going to try the 3, 4, 6, and 7 in race number 2. Mostly maiden trotters there for the second race. Switching to pacers in the third. And we're going to stay 4 deep in there for the $8,000 claiming event. Vino Louis, the 2 makes my ticket. So too does the 3, Dragons Better. We're using 4, Silver Spirit, back to the barn of Jacob Roberts following the claim. And also trying number 6, Fabrizio from the outside with Austin Sorey hopping on board. Big Deuce at a big number last time out over the river, and worth a look with that third race group. And then we mentioned singles. In the final 2 legs of the early pick five, we're on the rail starters in races 4 and 5. We're using Your Attention Please, Brady Golliers on board with trainer Mike Armstrong, liking his chances there, following up a decent second in the latest. And the 5th race, it's appearing to be major class relief for the 1, Skylar. Skylar for the owner, trainer, Dan DeLute. It's Jason Ryan staying on board to drive, but way down in class. Number 1, Skylar will be a single for many, I would think, on this early pick five play. Again, I'm going to go for $16 even on a 20-cent wager. Track announcer Gary Guy, he's standing by to map out what he's decided on the early pick five.
Forget about $16. How about just $5.40?
Oh,
We're not going that deep. And look, I do have your 8 there on top, Halton Hill, but I also included the 2, that is Greek Manalishi, and the also number 3, Vista Verde. So I have the 8, 2, and 3. You don't like Vista Verde at all, but you do like my 8 and you like my 2. But those are a couple there. Then I went right up to singling it up. I'm all in on Next of Kin, and that's your third choice. I mean, you did use it in the pick five, but I'm all in on Next of Kin, and then Silver Spirit, which is your top one in the third, but you went 40. I said, nah, just Silver Spirit. The 4th race where you went single, I added Jimmy's on a Roll and 7 Ambush Sealster, but Your Attention Please certainly is a strong one. And then in the 5th race, I have 3, and I actually have Greystone Watchman as my top pick, but I also do use Skylar as well as Puff's Last Shadow. But Badlands Bay is scratched now, of course, which was one of the horses in this 5th race, but it didn't affect me. I'm thrown off by when you sent me an email. You have you might want to recheck that. It's different than what you have up on your pick five. So just send me your email with your picks. So that's why I mentioned the 7, because in your email you have the 7 on top. And
I don't think it now.
I'm reading it. But anyway, listen. But I'll just take your word that you're going alone with Skylar. $5.40 is my ticket.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna let TV know I boo booed on the race selections. I
Yeah.
am singling the one in race five. I did send you my selection was seven on top of the fifth, Gary. But we're gonna get on that. So thank you for catching that.
I was thinking I might
Actually,
have to change my medications.
not at all, man. You are right, and my email was wrong. Just must had the feet up on the couch sending that email in.
Watching the darts and falling to sleep.
Darts or the World Poker Championships, right?
There you
Yeah.
go. The only thing I don't like about the
Um,
poker, I actually like, but stop rattling the chips. Like, will you be quiet with the chips? It's annoying
oh,
me. Like, keep
yeah,
your
that
hand
that would
still.
get to me too.
Yeah.
If there was one thing that is irritating when watching poker on TV, it's that playing with the chips. It'd be like watching someone play with their food at the dinner table.
Yeah, just enough with it. But
Yeah.
listen, also one more thing with poker: take off the sunglasses. The whole thing is I'm supposed to be able to see your eyes. You should not be allowed to wear sunglasses. I'd be changing
Oh
that
boy.
rule. I want to be the commissioner for a day. I also want to
Well,
be the
you know,
commissioner of World Cup soccer. I got a few changes, but I'll tell you that off air. I'd change that sport.
the glasses don't bother me at all, but it's those playing with the chips though. That sound is just. I used to go to the track in Charlottetown. There'd be a gentleman sitting next to me, and he'd the Bic pens,
Oh yeah,
click
click,
click
click,
click
click,
click
click.
click click.
Yeah,
It's sort of like the playing with the poker chips. Click
yeah,
click click a pen. It's just one of those sounds,
absolutely.
right?
You know, Conley's sitting there saying, "Will you guys shut up and just get to my picks? Come on, man."
Connolly Ecclestone, friend of the show. Let's bring aboard his early pick five ticket idea. I bet Connolly's chasing after some prices right off the bat. Yes, indeed. He goes after two. Great Manalishi also using a seven Hadley in the opening leg of the pick five. Connolly's been throwing out 28.80 on his 20-cent pick five plays. That's what he's been doing over to well, the course of this week, final full week of June for racing at the river. Connolly in the second race. He's on the 1, 4, and 6 for those inexperienced trotters. Staying with the 1, 4, and 6 in the third. Eric Aragonite on the rail. Number 4, Silver Spirit. The 6 being Fabrizio. And over into the fourth race, Conley goes to the inside to Your Attention Please. And Jimmy's on a roll. And he'll end it 4 deep. The likes of Skyler, that'll be Tiger, Greystone Watchman, and outside to Super Puncher again. Connolly opens up the wallet for 28.80 on his 20-cent wager. Again, this is a $5,000 guaranteed pool. Pick five at the river. It's a go-to wager starting things up. We'll see them post parading soon, and you'll hear Gary Guy with the post parade race number 1 of 10.
done. Post parade for race one. One is Charbro Cash, Austin Sorry for Janai Gallant and Martin Kepfer. Number two is Greek Manalishi, J.B. Renault for Julie Walker and Doug Millard. Number three is Vista Verdicki Gagnon for Jeremy and Denny Marcotte. Number four is Totally Iconic, Paul McKenzie for Richard Leroux and Claude and Michelle Baril. And number six, Don't Change My Name, Bertie Gollier for John Holding and Morley Bosworth. Number seven is Hadley, Jason Ryan for Alan Fair and Elizabeth Fair. And number eight is Halton Hill, Scott Young for Robert Young and also Premier and Associates. It's a field of seven for race number one. Let's get a look at this field. And Halton Hill gets to move in one spot with the scratch of the five and comes in from Mohawk. Might be able to find this more to his liking, Sugar.
Yeah, this appears to be a much easier spot as far as company goes. He does have the one third best finish on this season when facing some pretty good trotters. The time he came third, Gary, he came home in 27 and change for a trip in 55 and 2. And I see that equating to maybe a 56 mile this evening at Grant River Raceway. And I'm looking at the rest of the trotters. This one faces in here. There's nothing showing anything close to 156 speed here in the opener.
Yeah, I think it is dropping into the spot to get rolling and give Robert his first win of the season. Bob Young used to have a much bigger barn, but just a few now, and this is one that he needs to get rolling with, and I think he's got a great shot in here with his son Scott Young driving, looking to have the answer here in the first race.
Right.
Pardon?
No, you got it. You're right. Bob Knowledge was Scott the answer.
And number six, Don't Change My Name. I didn't have this on my ticket, but one that's had five runner-up finishes and had a runner-up finish here just 2 races ago.
Yeah, I like the 57 speed in each of her latest 2 over the river. Nothing happening last time out. She just had too far to come. But the start before that, nice grinding away effort. First up for a long ways to be second best. And he's on a bit of a heater this past week, winning 6 at Clinton on Sunday afternoon. And he continues to do some pretty good things into the rest of the week.
I think the biggest reason that you can take a serious look at the 6 was racing the last 2 starts in non-winners of 3. So second in a non-winners of 3, and now is in the non-winners of 2. So that's she should find this to be a much better spot. Don't Change My Name could change from winless to victorious here in this dash. Certainly would fit well. So I think that's a strong reason as well. So you got 5-2 on both your top 2. And slight favoritism on Halton Hill. Number 2, Greek Manalishi is my second choice, and Greek Manalishi pretty fine here, 2 back.
Yeah, nice gate to wire victory with Burt Renault on board. This one visited Woodbine Mohawk Park in the latest, made a break at the start with Jody Jameson driving, took every chance away. So back in familiar hands here with Burt Renault on board, and just got to get away cleanly this filly, and if she can and maybe get forwardly placed in here, she'll get a big shot. We got 3 of them holding now at 5-2, Gary.
Yeah, and Greek Manalishi is one that just hasn't enjoyed being at Mohawk, but the start we saw this one here was able to smoothly get out, get the lead, and 57 and 2. So, and has a couple of wins. Had a win last year at 58 and 3 at Mohawk, so did manage to keep it going nicely at Mohawk last year and win. Greek Manalishi. How about number 7, Hadley? Look, one that won in a maiden at Georgian Downs last start and was hardly challenged.
Yeah, and I like that mile. I like that back half, 58 and 2, and if this one was going along unchallenged, like you say, it's probably doing it quite easy. Guy Gagnon was on board for that victory, the heavy favorite on that occasion. So likely facing a little tougher foes in here, but Jason Ryan on board, and I like the look of this daughter of Green Manalishi right now. I like what I see, and I like that price at 10-1.
And a 4-year-old that's had a little more experience has had 30 starts already.
Right.
And yeah, Hadley cruised last time out. So, and look, also that mile of 59. But as I mentioned, Georgian doesn't put up the big times. And how about a thought on number 4, Totally Iconic? He threw this one onto the pick 5. Pretty dominant effort last time out.
Yeah, pretty dominant, all right, in the prospect series to boot. It was just 30 seconds on the end, rode the pocket throughout, and the pace setter just had no answer for Totally Iconic. It was a nice victory, but might want to show a little more speed on the end of his mile to go with these.
Well, it is the first dash, the start of the pick 5, and we have a field of 7 sugar. They're taking up their positions.
All righty.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Charbel Cash and Greek Manalishi Vista Verde on the inside. Totally Iconic. Don't change my name. Hadley and Halton Hill. It's a field of 7, race number 1. Field is approaching the start. And the field is at the start of the rough. And right now, don't change my name, broke stride. Greek Manalishi is going to drive out with Vista Verde. Hadley on the inside, Charmbro Cash, and then Halton Hill and Totally Iconic. But it is Greek Manalishi out smoothly for Burt Renault. Has a lead of about 2 1/4. Vista Verde is second. Hadley's on the inside third. Then it is Charmbro Cash and Totally Iconic and Halton Hill. And the field works their way off the turn, heading up towards us off a 27-2 opening quarter. Greek Manalishi has the lead over Vista Verde, who is enjoying the view in the pocket. And Hadley is third, is only about 4.5 off the lead. Then it is Charmbro Cash and Totally Iconic and Halton Hill off that 27-2 opening quarter. They work their way up towards the half. And it is Greek Manalishi 7-2 on the board. Vista Verde is racing second. And right now is about 2 1/4 from the front. Hadley is third. Charmbro Cash, then Totally Iconic and Halton Hill. And they roll on down the backstretch of a 56-4 lively half. Greek Manalishi. Vista Verde is up a little closer. And now Hadley is moving on the outside and is coming first up and is about 2 off the lead. And then it is Charmbro Cash and Totally Iconic. And Halton Hill still has a lot of work to do. And they race by 3/4. And Greek Manalishi continues on. And Burt Renault looks unchallenged right now, unconcerned. And then Vista Verde is racing second. Hadley and Totally Iconic. And then Halton Hill trying to rally late. And then Charmbro Cash on the inside. Greek Manalishi and Vista Verde. On down the stretch route they come. Greek Manalishi, Vista Verde. Greek Manalishi is still game. Vista Verde on the outside. Vista Verde. You put together 2 V's and you get a W. Vista Verde wins it. Greek Manalishi was second. Hadley third, and Totally Iconic. Mile of 1:55.3. Vista Verde at 7-1 sugar.
Oh boy, I so wanted to use the all button in that first race, but I wanted to kind of look after the price a bit, right? Well, I'm kicking myself now because this pocket rocket launched up late by Gagnon as a winner at 7-1. Never better. Life best, 155.3 off the trip.
I was comfortable coming down the stretch because I had the 8, 2, and 3 in my pick 5, so it was down to just the 2 and 3. So actually, I was cheering for Vista Verde only because of the tote board. You get 7-1 instead of the 7-2.
That's a heck of a price. I mean, likely the best trip this colt has ever gotten. Well, it's definitely the best trip he's gotten in his 2026 season. Did it quite easy too, not a whole lot of heavy urging by Gagnons, just sort of buggy riding there, right? And the horse drew off.
Yeah. And certainly the last 2 starts, trailer post and post 8, just wasn't up as close because even in that win was 4th at the top of the stretch and came on to win. Vista Verde was a lot closer, and that was the big difference. The post position 3 instead of post 8 and 9 in the last 2 starts.
Oh boy. So here we go, Gary. You're already pointing out what we talked about a few times this week. It's that move from the trailing spot to getting their nose back on gate. That's key here at Grand River.
Yeah, got out well. I mean, got out well enough to just
Yeah,
have everything unfold perfectly for Guy Gagnon.
got away perfectly. I mean, the six broke off the gate. Scott Young, he looked over to his left and he said, "If I'm leaving here, I'm getting parked." So he took back to race from six with the 8 horse Halton Hill, and it just didn't work out for that one. But it worked out for a prize player,
Yeah.
Vistaverdi, and you're moving forward with your pick five,
So you know what?
Gary.
Yeah, winner Gagnon. It's
Yeah.
3274. Back in front of us is number 3 Vista Verde, 3-year-old Green Shoe Bay colt owned by Jeremy and Denny Marcotte. Guy Gagnon, the trainer and winning driver. It's the second win for Vista Verde this year. Fourth lifetime mile of 155 and 3. First race payout 3 Vista Verde 17.90, $6 and 4.10. 2 Greek Manalishi 4.20 and 2.90. And 7 Hadley 6.70, $2 Actors 68.70. Dollar Try 370.75. Dollar Super 802.85. 20-cent Super 160.57. First race. Order of finish is a 521 4 scratch 736. That's 521 4 scratch 736 on the bottom.
Seven minutes to go here on race number 2 of 10. Oh, it's so easy to go back and think about that early pick five. Oh, all button. Would have been so easy to hit there. I think I went five deep in there and it ended up being a reduced field of seven. So, yeah, the all button for me was the way to go. But Gary Guy with his early pick five ticket idea, he is still in play. So let's try to get a winning pick four. Begun here in race number 2. Gonna stay the 4 deep factor here with these young trotters. Joseph, the 3, we're using with the 4, Sister Scarlet. Number 6 next of kin, and the 7 outside for Time Outside. Over in race number 3, we're going to stay 4 deep on the pace with Vino Louis, Dragon Spetter, Silver Spirit, Fabrizio. And then those singles. Love the chances for the rail starters, races 4 and 5. We're on Your Attention Please with Brady Galliers in the 4th. And then we're going after Skylar and Jason Ryan in the 5th. Only $3.20 on a 20-cent wager. It's looking like a $16 play if you want to play it for the dollar base. $2,500 guaranteed pool on this early pick 4 at the river. And one more ticket idea here. A few more tickets to come. Next one for track announcer Gary Guy. His best go on the early pick 4. And it's the start of his singles. And again, he is good to go thus far on his pick 5. 7-1 shot. This Verdi, a pocket ride to victory in the opener. So here come Gary's singles. He's going right back to Guy Gagnon here with the next of kin. Beaten favorite in the latest, made the break early, took every chance away. Just has to get away cleanly to be a solid contender with those number 6 next of kin. A single for Gary in race 2. Also tries to single up the 4 Silver Spirit. We'll try to double up as that one goes back to the barn of trainer Jacob Roberts following the claim back in the latest. 4th race for Gary. Inside to Your Attention Please. Next door to Jimmy's on a Roll and post 7, Ambush Sealster. And to round it out, final leg of the pick 4, Gary's top selection in there. Oh, he's a big fan of Guy Gagnon tonight. Likes the chances for number 3, Greystone Watchman. His top selection in the 5th for Guy. Also including number 1, Skylar, and the 4 Puff Slash Shadow. Just a $1.80 if playing along with Gary Guy. His dollar base ticket would cost you $9 even. One more ticket to look at here for a friend of the show, Conley Echo Stone. He's on the 1, 4, and 6 for both races 2 and 3. So in the second race, you had Dreamin' Sealster, as well as Sister Scarlet, and next of kin. The third race, Pacers, Aragonite, Silver Spirit, Fabrizio. Inside 2 in the 4th, Your Attention Please. Jimmy's on a roll. And Connolly will look to end it with the likes of Skylar. That'll be Tiger, Greystone Watchman, a Super Puncher. 1440 if playing along with Connolly on his 20-cent pick 4 ticket idea. So some time to get your selections together for this early pick 4. Again, part of that go-to wagering menu at the river. We've got the pick 4s here, races 2 and 7. We got the non-jackpot high fives, races 5 and 10. Those are go-tos as well. And one more late pick 5 to look at beginning in race number 6. Next voice you'll hear, track announcer Gary Guy with a post parade for race 2 of 10.
out for race number 2 on Parade 1. You Dreamin' Seals, your Chase and Ryan for Paul Meekins and Saltwater Staple. Number 2 is Green Flirt, Brady Golliers for Earl McLeod and Clifton Hobbs and Morley Bosworth. Number 3 is Joseph, J.B. Renault for Julie Walker and Oakley Farm. And number 4 is Sister Scarlett, Mark Etzel, drives and trains and partners in ownership with William Brown. Number 5 is Uncle Luther, Scott Young for Rodney Hughes and MVL Stable. Number 6, Next of Kin, Guy Gagnon for Marco Landois, Jeremy Marcotte. Number 7 is Tom Czar, Dale Spence for Mackenzie Spence and Dennis Hanneth. It's a field of 7 maiden trotters for the second dash. Let's look at this field, and well, we can stay right there with number 7, Tom Czar. Dale Spence has had one start, and Sugar, I guess you liked that one start at Kawartha.
Indeed, I did. Went back, caught the replay. Neat to see those replays now up on the HBI Bet platform for Kawartha Downs. So, indeed, caught the replay. This gal that's on a Green Manali, she came from a long ways back and was up on the wide side through that final turn to keep on passing horses. Went from 8th to 2nd, only missing by a neck in the career debut. Trotted a big back half, 58-4 again. That was on the wide side, like 3 deep all the way around that final turn, and that's not easy to do, especially for a young trotter making the first career start. So I'm going to be on this Time Alzar all day long at 2-1, just hoping for this one to stay up and above 2-1, or at least at 2-1, or nothing lower though, please.
Yeah, the one thing too is, when you're coming from that far back, you do need some pace to work against. And last time out, they got the half 59-3. The mile went in 2 minutes and 2.
Yeah, ooh, a little bumpy there on the monitor, but not a real quick half to chase. I mean, I'm looking at the chart line. This horse is 10 lengths back at the half, so the own half for Time Alzar would have been 101. And again, wide side, 3 deep, final turn, back half 58-4. For me, I don't think it matters what kind of pace this horse is going to be chasing after. Just wants to keep trotting. I don't want to see any galloping here in the second career start for this one.
Well, talking about galloping, how about number 4, Sister Scarlett? Now, look, he's set up by a very capable trot man, Mark Etzel, and Mark is going to drive here. And this is one that if Sister Scarlett stays flat, then she's got a good shot in here. But the problem is 2 breaks in the last 3 starts.
I'm going to forgive her for that because you know what? You're getting the same with most of the field in here. There are lots of X's.
Yes.
For the horses that are featured in here, including the current favorite now at 5-2, number 6, Next of Kin, made a break starting out. So I want an honest trotter. The only one that's not showing any X's through the lines, well, there's a couple of them in here.
3 and 7.
Joseph, and the 7 Time Alzar.
Yeah, and I used that scenario, if you remember, just a couple days ago, where I just took the ones that stayed flat, and one of them that stayed flat was the winner, and the other one was second. So it might be the way to go. I decided I was willing to overlook that break last time out of Next of Kin because, boy, was this one looking good here June the 12th, and 1 in 59-1, and could have won by 3 3/4.
Yeah, just jogged in that maiden victory on June the 12th and did it quite easy, was able to back down a second quarter, 31 and change. The key for this one, I think, is to remain calm, cool, and collected before the start of this race. And I think that's what Guy is doing. This horse kind of tossing his head on Parade, and he's kind of fighting the bit a little bit here. I think he runs a little hot because he does show a qualifier there where he put up some wicked fractions, like down to the half and 56. Guy just wants to keep this horse calm and cool. There you see he's fighting that bit again. I don't know, Gary.
He doesn't look happy. Number 3, Joseph, is one of the two that stayed flat in each of 3 starts, and it shows some progress too.
Showed some progress. I like the honesty of this Colt son of Archangel. 5-1 price player for Bert Renault. I don't see a whole lot of early gate speed from this one, but I don't see him sitting last here either. I think he's probably going to be sitting top 3 or 4. He looks kind of sharp too. I mean, he might appear to be fighting it a little bit, but for me, that's sharpness coming through.
Oh well, it's sharpness if it's the one that you've got, and it's no, just and he took him down on the grass. I told you before, the grass
Uh,
can definitely keep you calm.
I spotted him last time too, and he is such a looker. I love the look of this fella. And again, he's very keen looking tonight. 5-1, the price is right.
Yeah, he says, I'm not wound up. I'm just, let's go. I'm going to win. But
Pretty much.
next of kin, 3-1, and your top one is number 7, Time Lazar, is sitting at 8-5.
Let's stay flat with this 7.
Well, 7 and 3, Joseph, are 2 horses that have not made any breaks, so we'll find out how it unfolds. It is a field of 7. You Dream and Sister, Green Flirt on the inside. Joseph, Sister Scarlet, and Uncle Luther in the center. To the outside, next of kin, and Time Will Czar. Field of 7. The second dash. Field 4, race number 2, and now Time Will Czar is on the gallop. Field is working their way towards the start. They're at the start of the rough, and next of kin from the outside. And now with a break in stride, Joseph went off stride. You Dream and Silster on the inside, but it is right now next of kin who wants the front. You Dream and Silster, and Jason Rhyme is filling the pocket. Sister Scarlet. Then it is back to Green Flirt and Uncle Luther. But right now, next of kin and Gigagnon was able to come on and grab the lead. Is 9-5 on the board. You Dream and Silster is second. And then it is Sister Scarlet and Green Flirt and Uncle Luther next of kin and Gigagnon. Now cruising along in the lead, and 29-second opening quarter. And it is a sharp-looking next of kin who leads on past us with a lead of a couple of lengths. You Dream and Silter second, Sister Scarlet third, then Green Flirt and Uncle Luther and Joseph off a quarter of 29, and now Green Flirt broke stride. It is next of kin, free wheeling on top. You Dream and Sister second, 2 1/4 back, and then Sister Scarlet is third, 59 and 3 halftime. Fourth is Uncle Luther, and Joseph is racing fifth, but next of kin unhurried and leading by about 3 1/4. That margin widens a little bit. You Dream and Sister. Now Marquette will take Sister Scarlet to the outside, but it's next of kin and Gigagnon leading as they hustle up toward 3/4, and next of kin leads it by about 3. And then You Dream and Silster and Sister Scarlet, they share second. They're both about 3 1/4 back, and 3/4 was 129. Next of kin, Sister Scarlet's getting a little closer, and then You Dream and Silster is third. Next of kin, Sister Scarlet is trying to take down next of kin as they turn from, and You Dream and Silster is third. Next of kin on down the stretch drive they come. Next of kin is still moving well. Next of kin, a final move from Sister Scarlet. Next of kin, no urging coming to the finish. Sister Scarlet second, You Dream and Silster third, and Uncle Luther fourth. 157 flat, and next of kin, Sugar was able to stay flat, got the front as your Time Lazar broke stride, and it was in good position all the way through.
Yeah, you bet. Your guy Guy takes the first couple of dashes tonight, and yeah, I even was going to mention, he's still tossing his head going to the gate, and he was the one that would stay flat, where 3 others would roll off stride throughout that mile, and yeah, that's what you get with inexperienced trotters. You got to stay flat. You got to get away cleanly, and yeah, when this fellow touched down in the lead, it was going to be very tough to track him down. Next of kin.
He was
Very sharp winning effort. Did it with ease.
he was tossing his head at you. He wanted to know why you didn't take him on top. But
Oh boy. Well, I like I said, I just feel he's he's a horse that maybe runs a bit hot, but when he gets left alone, and
Yeah.
Guy out there, perfect rating.
Yeah, I felt comfortable once he got the lead because I think if he can get the lead, he can settle it a little bit. He trots fine.
Yeah,
It's just, early on in the race, and Guy only kind of got up on the gate right at the start. He was still sat back just maybe half a
yeah.
length. I don't think you want to be planting a horse like him with nose right on top of the gate.
No, I don't think so. He'd probably keep fighting, right?
Yeah.
Again, he was tossing his head a bit in behind the gate, and it wasn't until the start when Guy asked and this horse responded, went straight to the top. He's a great looking colt, son of Father Patrick, by the way. He's got a great neck on him, and like the way he goes along, and
He's got some muscle
able to
to him.
relax into that lead. That's key for a young, inexperienced trotter.
It's a 6-4-1-5, and so the pick four is still alive. You did go deeper in there, but I said I only need
Yeah.
next of kin, and that's all we needed.
Single up, baby. Your single lives on.
And back in front of us is number 6, Next of Kin, a 3-year-old Father Patrick Bay colt, owned by Jeremy Marcotte. Marco Lanois is the trainer. Guy Gagnon, the driving double. Winner, Gagnon. It's the second win for Next of Kin this year and lifetime. Mile of 157 flat. Second race, number 6, Next of Kin, 560, 310, 310. Four Sister Scarlet, 330, 271. You Dreamin' Sealster, 360. $2 Exactor, 21.80. Dollar Try, 30.55. Dollar Super, 150, 360. 20-cent Super, 30.72. $2 Double of 43.30. Second race. Order finish from the top down is a 3752416. That's 3752416 on the bottom.
Submissions are now open for the 2026 Youth Contest presented by the Bill Galvin Racing Alliance.
On the four silver
Kids
spirit.
can win cash prizes and a VIP night at the horse races. To enter the Youth Literary Derby, write a story or poem about anything related to standardbred horses. The Youth Literary Derby is open to students in grades 3 to 8 as of June 1st. To enter the Youth Art Derby, draw or sketch anything related to standardbred horses. The Youth Literary Derby is open to students in grades 3 to 12 as of June 1st. The deadline to enter both contests is August 31st. Visit our website for more information and inspiration.
Field on post parade for race number 3. One is Aragonite. It's Nick Boyd for Dean Nixon. Number 2 is Vino Louis Kikenya for Louis Letalipe. And number 3, Dragons Better, Mark McDonnell for Keith McDonnell. Number 4, Silver Spirit, Jason Ryan for Jacob Roberts and Carl Kepfer. 5 is Chase the Cheddar, Sammy Fillier for Cassidy Schneider, Colonel Schneider Jr. And number 6 for Brizio, Austin Sorry for Janai Gallant and Martin Kepfer. It's a field of 6-4. Race number 3. Let's get a look at this field. And 2 claims entered on number 4, Silver Spirit. A pair of claims, and Silver Spirit now dropped down to 8-5. How do you like 53-4 last time out here, Sugar?
Yeah, big trip, right? That was going out for trainer Jamie Copley on that occasion. Followed up a hot early pace, 55-4. Followed up a opening quarter was 26 and change. Silver Spirit laying off the pace. I'm not sure what we're going to see from him tonight. Is he leaving or is he going to stay covered up? He looks great once again, going back to the barn of Jacob Roberts.
Yeah, and that wasn't a one-off, that last start, because also was a winner here June the 5th in 53-3. In fact, 3 wins in the last 5 starts. And look, the only one that didn't go well, May the 31st, something went wrong because the horse ended up badly backing away, 9th beaten 7, but then came right back in sharp form. So that was the one-off. Silver Spirit, I think, is the one to beat, 9-5 on the board. But, you know, Dragons Better is one that was 3rd beaten 4 last race. Battled a tougher trip, so maybe if Dragons Better could get a better trip.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mark McDonnell maybe flashes early speed. We saw this one wire up the field on June the 12th. A winner on that occasion 6-1, where I thought he might have been 15 or 20-1. It was a big victory for him on that occasion. Laid off the speed last time out, but I could see him going for the top here at 2-1.
Yeah, and Dragons Better can be dangerous because won here last year in 52-1. That win 2 starts ago, it should be mentioned, that was in the bottom class and then moved up to the straight 8s last time out.
Sure.
But still, Dragons Better has that proven win here in 52-1 last year, and is one that's got some serious ability. Dragons Better and Mark McDonnell offering 2-1 is the second choice on the board. So you have the top 2 in order, and then number 6 Fabrizio is one that last time out came from off the pace, was back early, and then came on to finish second to Silver Spirit.
Yeah, and he flew under the radar in that one, Gary. I mean, horse players let him go away at 21-1. Again, he was another horse that followed up that hot early pace. Austin Sorry picks up the drive, but still flying under the radar once again. He is currently the longest shot on the board, and he's a good fit with these. Any kind of early speed battles up front, it could set up for a closer like him.
I like 11-1. I got a soft spot for Fabrizio, and I just think that Fabrizio, this veteran, there's a lot of back class, and Fabrizio, certainly the 2 starts before that last one weren't good, but now this is one that also won at Flamborough in the middle of May, and I saw that one and came from off the pace. So this is one that can be a really good closer. Would be, as you mentioned, be helpful if the pace got quickened. Nice price, 10-1. Number 2, Vino Louis. Look at me for loyalty. Guy Gagnon gets me a couple of wins for my pick 5 ticket in races 1 and 2, and I say, I'm out of here, Guy. I'm on to other fish now.
I'll tell you what, Guy is having himself a night. I mean, if he gets there with Vino Louis, it's a strong possibility he could win 4 of the first 5 races. It's the most he could win. We're not going to see him on a trotter in race number 4, I don't believe. But Vino Louis, a good fit with these.
One thing he didn't leave it all.
I don't mind his chances. I'm sorry?
He didn't leave it all last time or even the start before. Both times post 1 and got away 5th. One of them was able to at least move up through the mile, and last time out was 6th at the top of the stretch.
Yeah, I've never seen a whole lot of gate speed from him. I watched him lots down around Churros, Hatbotter, Truro, Nova Scotia, a few years ago. Vino Louis, for me, doesn't have that big gate blasting move, but he doesn't mind grinding on the outside. He doesn't mind a trip, and I could see him working at a decent trip. I mean, the hot hands right now belong to Guy Gagnon
If you look,
and another one where the price is right, 4-1.
if you look at earnings per start last year, Vino Louis towers on this field. 38 starts, 52,000, and you do see back in December, optional 15 claimer, second beaten a
Yeah.
length at Rito Carlton. So Vino Louis got the credentials, and just would like to see Vino Louis leave a little bit more. If he had a little more gate speed, I would have been a little more interested. That win 2 starts back, June the 5th, that was in the winners under. Then June the 19th was out of the box 14 days and yet was fourth last time out. Now comes back 7 days later, so that could be a big difference as well in a little tighter rotation.
Yeah, I like that regular rotation factor. Again, I don't think there is a whole lot of gate blasting speed, but he could leave enough to keep himself warm in here, maybe sit 3 or 4.
And he looks calm. He's not bouncing his head around at all.
No, there's plenty of experience there. No young horse inexperience within Vino Louis for this.
It's a field of 6-4, race number 3. Aragonite, Vino Louis on the inside. Dragon's Better, Silver Spirit. In the center of the outside, Chase the Cheddar and Fabrizio. Field of 6, race number 3. It's a field of 6, race number 3. They're in the backstretch, nearing the start. And the field for race number 3. All in position there at the start of the round, and Silver Spirit is going to leave with also driving out Dragon's Better, and on the inside, Aragonite. Dragon's Better is a little better early than Silver Spirit, but Silver Spirit is going to keep on driving on the outside. Silver Spirit and Jason Ryan wants the front. Dragon's Better is getting a good trip now in the pocket. Aragonite is third. Then Vino Louis, Chase the Cheddar, Fabrizio, and it is a field of 6 in a line as they race past that opening quarter in 27-1, and Silver Spirit was able to come on, the 4-5 favorite, and make the front. Silver Spirit, Dragon's Better, Aragonite, Vino Louis is fourth, and then Chase the Cheddar and Fabrizio. And now Vino Louis took out from fourth to come first over, giving cover to Chase the Cheddar, and Fabrizio is trailing off a 27-1 opening quarter. Silver Spirit looks to pick up a second panel breather and is unchallenged. It is Silver Spirit, Dragon's Better, length and 3/4 back. Aragonite is third. Vino Louis is on the outside, and then Fabrizio would chase the Cheddar, but now Silver Spirit is Flashing Spirit. Of a lively half of 55-3, 28-2 in that second panel, and Silver Spirit is trying to bottom out the field. Dragon's Better, Aragonite, Chase the Cheddar, Vino Louis, and Fabrizio. Silver Spirit keeps on marching. 3/4 in 1:23. Silver Spirit, Dragon's Better, Aragonite, and then Vino Louis and Chase the Cheddar, and Fabrizio. Silver Spirit put up some snug fractions for this class, 1:23, and I'm getting some urgent because Aragonite is trying to close. Silver Spirit and Aragonite on down the stretch route they come. Silver Spirit still leads it by a couple. Silver Spirit and Jason Ryan, a lot of urging, but is going to stay strong to the finish and win it a length and a quarter. Aragonite, Dragon's Better, and Vino Louis, 152 flat. Silver Spirit. Sugar, I thought that Jason Ryan might be looking for a second panel breather, and Jason said, no, I'm just going to try to bury this field.
Yeah, he rolled on them tonight. I mean, he looked very good in the post spray, going back to the barn of trainer Jacob Roberts. And here's another one going home with a new speed badge tonight. I mean, 8 claimers going in 152 flat at the River. Wild.
When this track takes down a little bit of water, not a ton, but just some water during the off day and then dries up, and
Yeah.
it just seems to get quicker and tighter. And I mean, the track's always fast, but it's super fast right now. Like that, these are 8 claimers, 52 flat.
Yeah, it's wild. Like normally those 52, 51 miles, those are reserved for preferred type pacers over Grand River Raceway. But Silver Spirit, as you mentioned, the form real good. Now picks up his fourth win from his last six outings on Ontario tracks. And Jason Ryan just pointed him tonight.
Yeah, I guess and he knew what kind of how much puppy he had because he's not a cowboy by any measure at all. So when he's kept him
No,
rolling, he's no, this
yeah.
horse is sharp, and I don't want to take a hold because sometimes you take a hold and you take a little bit of the sharpness away. Sometimes you just got to let him roll.
I think that's what he did. This horse kind of gave it away on post breed. He was right on the bit. I mean, he wasn't ripping the arms out of Jason Ryan, but he had a little tell before that third race that he was very sharp and he would be on go. He went straight to the top. I thought the three might be able to challenge at some point, but no, the three couldn't do much off that trip. The one actually come on for a strong deuce, but very strong winner. The best of all in there, Silver Spirit, easy win.
Back in front of us, number 4, Silver Spirit, 7-year-old Veradero Hanover Bay gelding, by Carl Kempfer, trained by Jacob Roberts. Jason Ryan, the winning driver. Fifth win for Silver Spirit, mile of 152 flat. That's a new career best and 28th lifetime win for Silver Spirit. Third race for Silver Spirit, 360, 260, 210. 1, Aragonite, 390 and 290. And 3 Dragons Better, 280. $2 exactor, 14.20. Dollar try, 27.05. The dollar super, 33.60. 20-cent super, 6.72. The third race, so we finish from the top. 243165. That's 243165. Fans noted in the fifth race, claims on 1 Scarlet and 5 Brooklyn Strong. Race 5, claims on 1 and 5. field on Post Parade for the fourth one. Your attention, please. Brady Golliers for Mike Armstrong and Michel Grenier. Number 2, Jimmy's on a roll. Austin Story for Rachel Andrew. Number 3, Written in Stone, semi-filia for Brenda Duncan. Number 4 is Be Blazin'. Nick Boyd drives for Darren Rayner and Bruce Cleaver. 5 is Smoothies Delight, Dale Spence for Robert Kyle Fellows and Jeff McFadden. Number 6, Harbor Light Jimmy, Damien McClellan for Kyle Bossons. Number 7 is Hiding. And number 8 is Night Swing, Paul McKenzie for Bernard Desmond. There is 7, Ambush Sealster, Jason Ryan for John Kennedy and Allison and Caitlin Kennedy. And number 9 is Fishing in the Shadows, Mark McDonnell for Joshua McKibben and Paul Batter. Field of 9, Dick Boyd drives 4B Blazin'. Let's get a look at this field for the 4th race. And, well, your attention, please. Sugar, 1 to 2 on the board.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's going to be right up until post time. This is likely the biggest, one of the biggest Sons of Bettor's Delight I have ever seen. He's so big. I mean, Brady Golliers, he's not a small fella, but he's looking kind of small in behind this here. Your attention, please. Big son of Bettor's Delight. I don't know if he wanted to go buy a horse last time out. He got directed to the outside and he just would not gain. Though he did pace a big third quarter in 27 and a piece. That had him flattening out a little for the final quarter, 29-4. I want him on top.
Well,
if he's got any gate speed at all to use from the inside post, his chances go way up when on the lead, I believe.
Well, if he's got gate speed, take a look June the 9th at Georgian Downs from post 9, which is not the trailer post, 9 wide, blasted to the front. Now got to Lake Weary and tired because just went a little too snug early. Broken equipment too, so you don't know if that broken equipment
hobble
is broken hobble. So that might be the break, actually. Your attention, please.
Yeah, I mentioned it last time, right? I mean, did the broken hobble cause the break? Did the break cause the broken hobble? It never really said anything about that in the AGCO report, though. A big pacer like he is, he probably broke the hobble himself.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm hoping he breaks his lifetime mark here and keeps me rolling. Although I do have some coverage in that pick 5, I'm still
you're in the driver's seat with your multi-legs, right? Your singles showing up.
Yeah, with my $5.40 ticket, I'm alive, and I have 3 horses in here. You know, because now I went light. I only used 3 horses in the first 3 legs, so now you get to fan out and still not spend much money. Your attention, please, the one to beat. But number 7, Ambush Sealster, ambushed them here back June the 12th. In fact, ambushed the field twice, and then last race was unable.
4 wins in his last 6. 0 gate speed, though, Gary. You're at the mercy of the pace. He's a strong closer, but there's no shot he's going to be sitting in the front half of the field early.
Yeah, and well, I threw him in just because, you know, if things go his way, he's very capable. 9 Fishing in the Shadows is one that, boy, this year just hasn't been great, but last 2 starts were better, so maybe Fishing in the Shadows, you might have gone fishing here, 24-1.
Might be a bit of a project horse for the connections. I mean, Mark McDonnell has been getting along great with them, finished up 3rd, 2 back, and then 4th in the latest, just keeping him together, keeping him focused, and he's been finishing up very strong. I don't mind him in here. 24-1 is a big price, and I'd be putting him in the try and superfecta place.
The horse that I used for second under Your Attention Please, the one that I think, if Your Attention Please isn't going to win, it's 2 Jimmys on a roll. Your 4th one is my second one. Now, one of the big reasons is Rachel Andrews' barn on fire. 425 training average this year.
Yeah, she's done well. She's won almost one third of the races that she's been in. Her partner Austin Sorey in the sulky. Jimmy's on a roll. He'd have to drop maybe 2 seconds to win this race. I think Your Attention Please could win here in 53 and a bit. We'll find out soon.
Jimmy's on a roll was really good last year. 9 out of 12 in the top two and one
Yeah,
here. And this is just the third start on the year. So this is a horse that has an excuse to be better here this evening. We'll see. It's a
right.
field of 9. Well, you know what? Your Attention Please got the attention of the players because 3 to 5 on the board. Certainly the one to beat. It's a field of 9 for the fourth dash on a fabulous Friday as we are gathered at the river. Giddy up. Field for the fourth race is at the start of the rough and blasting early speed. Coming out right now is Smoothie's Delight and Be Blazin'. And then Jimmy's on a roll, and Your Attention Please. And Harbor Light Jimmy, Written in Stone. Ambush Sealster is seventh way. Then Night Swing and Fishin' in the Shadows. And now it is Be Blazin' who's driving for Nick Boyd as they race their way off the turn. Be Blazin' is able to come on. Jimmy's on a roll, has stepped to the outside as well. And Jimmy's on a roll, and Austin Sorey, 5-2 on the board, wants to roll up and take the lead. Jimmy's on a roll is on top. Be Blazin' is racing position to second. Then third is Smoothie's Delight, 28 seconds opening quarter. And fourth right now is Your Attention Please. And then fifth is Harbor Light Jimmy. Racing on the outside, Ambush Sealster is already starting to roll on the outside. Then Written in Stone, Night Swing and Fishin' in the Shadows. And off a 28 opening quarter, they head up towards the half. Jimmy's on a roll in Austin Sorey. Now Your Attention Please is on the outside. The 4 to 5 favorite is coming first over and is also towing up Smoothie's Delight. And on the inside, Be Blazin'. Fifth is Harbor Light Jimmy. And then Ambush Sealster and back to Written in Stone. Fishin' in the Shadows and Night Swing. Half was 57-3 at 29-3 second panel. Jimmy's on a roll. Your Attention Please and Be Blazin' and Smoothie's Delight. And now Ambush Sealster is kicking in. Ambush Sealster is closing ground. Your Attention Please got bumpy and went off stride. Jimmy's on a roll now, leading as they race their way towards the top of the stretch. Be Blazin' and Smoothie's Delight. Jimmy's on a roll. Ambush Sealster is now sent out wide and looking to ambush. Jimmy's on a roll as they come on down the stretch. Drive off 3/4, 124-4. Jimmy's on a roll. Jimmy's on a roll. Ambush Sealster on the outside with Smoothie's Delight. Jimmy's on a roll. He's going to roll to a victory of about 2 1/4. Then Be Blazin' and third is between Ambush Sealster and Smoothie's Delight. A mile of 153-4. Jimmy's on a roll. The one that I said might have an upset possibility. We won't find out if Your Attention Please would have got there because went off stride. But Jimmy's on a roll. He kind of got things his own way early and then was able to keep going, Sugar.
The only thing I was right about, Gary, was that this horse would have to find a couple of seconds if he was going to win it. And what does he do? He finds 2 seconds, paces to a new best of 153-4. That big horse on the rail, Your Attention Please, very bumpy, gated throughout, and just couldn't keep it together on that final turn after battling a third quarter, 27-1 for this pace setter. Jimmy's on a roll. Props to that fella. And I know you liked him as well. I know your pick 5 lives on. That's a nice play.
And knocks out a 4 to 5 because we did have a couple in the second and third that didn't pay. We got the 7-1 in the first race, so we're gonna take it into the fifth race. And look, with Jimmy's on a roll, the key is Rachel Andrews Barnes rolling. This is a horse that just had 12 starts as a 3-year-old last year, but yet was in the top 2 in 9 of those 12. So this is a proven horse. I wasn't as worried about the speed because I think sometimes we just get reading a little too much into speed. This is a proven horse from a proven barn.
Well, I beg to differ there. He needed that 27-1 third quarter to hold off that first up attacker, the favorite.
You're
now,
right.
if he doesn't have that 27-1 third quarter in him, the one likely takes control and maybe goes on to win it. But this horse brought his A game tonight. He's never been better. 153-4. That's a big mile for this fella. It's the third start back off the layoff angle that I missed on.
Yeah, and he was the second choice on the board, so he was my second choice behind Your Attention Please. Look, I didn't take him on top, so I'm not that smart. But I did use him in the pick 5 ticket to stay alive. 1, 2, and 7. Ambush Sealster was coming late, but the pace scenario didn't kind of fit him.
Way to go, Rachel.
There's a happy-looking Rachel with Austin Surrey, and Jimmy's on a roll. A 4-year-old Big Jim Bay horse, trained by Rachel Andrew. First win this year, 5th lifetime. Jimmy's on a roll. 153 and 4, a new career best. Fourth race. 2 Jimmy's on a roll, 720, 370, 250. 4 Be Blazing, 1120 and 480. And 5 Smoothies Delight, $4. $2 Exactor, 58.80. Dollar Tribe, 86.25. Dollar Super, 315.70. 20-cent Super, 63.14. Fourth race, so we finish from the tops at 915-236-478. That's 915-236-478 on the bottom. Field on post parade for the 5th. 1 is Skyler. Jason Ryan for Daniel DeLude. Number 2, that'll be Tiger. Brittany Golliard for Cassidy Schneider. And number 3 is Greystone Watchman, Guy Gagnon for Nicholas Soucy. Number 4, Puff/Shadow, Paul McKenzie for David Fry and Sarah Fry. And number 5 is Brooklyn Strong, that O'Brien drives and trains and owns. Number 6, Redland Wrangler, Dale Spence for Steve Charlton and Kathleen Charlton. 7 is Scratched. 8 is Super Puncher Pat Houdon, drives and trains for Tomai Mechanical and Bill Cripps and Nelson Craig. And 9 is Arts Arsenal's Sammy Fillier for Paul Walker. Field of 8, race number 5, features the Super High 5. And let's get into this field. We'll see if we can find 5. And I'll tell you one thing, I can find a horse on the inside that's dropping in class and getting a lot of money. That's one Skyler Sugar.
Yeah, he's looking very sharp, too, coming out of the post parade. Jason Ryan on board, letting him rattle a little bit, tippy-tap reminders to maybe wake up and get the job done here. He's camera shy this season, winless from 15 outings, but he got around Rito last season in 52-1. There's a ton of back class here, 35 victories, almost $300,000 career earnings, and he looks ready to get it on tonight.
There were so many positives. The only thing that stopped me from taking him on top and going alone with him was, that 0 for 15. In fact, only 2 top threes in 15 starts, but he's way down. He's not in with his peeps. He's way below his peeps, and it's about time for him to get rolling. He's at 10,000 away from 300 lifetime. But, he's just got to get getting closer to his A game. He doesn't need his A game to beat this field because of the class that he's in now.
No, this is what I'm saying. I mean, heck, 52-1 over Rito last season. If he could pace a trip in 54 here tonight, he could run away and hide on these.
Yeah. Your second one is number 4, Puff/Shadow. Was not faring well at Mohawk. Dropped to this class from the conditions at Mohawk and raced better and was way back early in that last one.
Yeah, gained quite a bit of ground in that final half. 56-4 back half for this one. Was sitting well back and was gaining, passing horses. I like what I saw from this one last time out. You're going to get a decent price. Yet to hit the board in his 5-year-old season, but McKenzie, he got along good with him last time out. I'm looking for more improvement here.
Number 3, Greystone Watchman. The thing about this one, the Skyler's dropping a class. Greystone Watchman's dropping from the straight 8s down to this level, and this is one that won in 54 at Rito last year.
Yeah, and that's what would do it for him here. I think he's capable of the 54 speed. He did show it last time out, though he only got home in 30 in a bit. But with the way Guy Gagnon's night has gone thus far, I wouldn't put him out of the running for a victory here. 9-2 is a pretty good price.
Well, your top 3, 1, 4, 3, those are the 3 I have alive on the pick 5. I'd love to rather than have Skyler, Greystone Watchman, and Puff/Shadow are paying nicely. Skyler's okay considering it was the $5.40 ticket. Number 6, Redland Wrangler is, the last few starts aren't good, but this is one that I think can be okay in here. Just needs to get rolling again. This one has gate speed, just didn't use it last time.
Yeah, just I was looking for some price players to throw underneath. I think it's going to be favorites up there in the top couple of spots, but you're going to want prices underneath to make this high 5 pay.
Well, we had a high 5 rolling the other night, and 25-1 in the 5th race blew us on out of the water, and that was a number 8. Yeah, Daryl Thiessen.
Yeah, Um,
Double barrel
so we're
Daryl
going to
from,
try a number 8 here with
yeah,
my friend and yours, Pat Hudon.
Smiling Pat,
With
the Super Puncher. Go ahead with Super Puncher.
yeah, I'd love to see him send this horse. This
Yeah.
horse has tons of gate speed.
Well,
Did be sent out for the lead there at the Sarnia's 5/8 for the 9 hole. Went straight to the top. I'd love to see this horse gate blast.
and look, he was good last year. This horse made $1,000 to start and took a mark of 53-3 at Mohawk. He had 9 top threes in 23 starts. He certainly was decent. It's not beyond the pale that Super Puncher could be good in here. You'd get 10-1. It'd be a nice topping on. That would be a nice pick 5 ticket if somebody's alive and to here with and gets Pat Hudon.
I'll tell you what, he looks great, Gary. And as I mentioned, I'd love to see him gate blast. I got looking at this field. There is not much for gate speed to his left, and now he's moving in a spot. Pat Hudon with the 8 horse.
Yeah, and
Super
saying hello
Puncher.
to
Send him.
forget paying attention to the race. Just saying hello to the fans and hooting and having
I
a
saw
good
that.
time. Oh, he's always
Pull it-
happy. Happy
Pulling
Hudon.
pulling a Jody Jameson on the fence on the way to the gate.
Happy Hudon. It's a field of 8 for race number 5 featuring the Super High 5, and they're approaching the start. Field 4, race number 5 is into the backstretch, gathering speed. Field for the 5th race is at the start in Brooklyn. Strong is going to blast out, and Super Puncher from the outside also getting out well. Greystone Watchman is now on the inside 3rd, and then Skylar, and that'll be Tiger. And then it is back further now to Arts Arsenal, Puff's Last Shadow, and Redland Wrangler. Right now, Super Puncher at 15-1 with the lead, but Greystone Watchman is the one we're watching pop to the outside for Guy Gagnon and try to come on and grab the lead. It's 7-1. It is Greystone Watchman sweeping up on the outside against Super Puncher. Greystone Watchman's got the lead. Super Puncher second. Then Brooklyn Strong. Skylar now is going to come to the outside first over and quickly move up with That'll Be Tiger. Then it is back to Arts Arsenal, Puff's Last Shadow, and Redland Wrangler. 26-4 opening quarter. Greystone Watchman has got the lead. Racing position second, Super Puncher, Skylar and Jason Ryan on the outside first up third, and is about 2 3/4 from the front. Advancing, Brooklyn Strong is fourth on the inside, halftime 55, and That'll Be Tiger is fifth. Now, Puff's Last Shadow is moving up on the outside and puffing a little closer, and then it is Arts Arsenal and Redland Wrangler. Now Skylar is coming on against Greystone Watchman, and Watchman had nothing to hold off Skylar, who's 1-5 of the board, and now That'll Be Tiger. Puff's Last Shadow is coming and backing away Greystone Watchman. It is Skylar, That'll Be Tiger. Puff's Last Shadow is rolling well, and Redland Wrangler is kicking in. Skylar has work to do. That'll Be Tiger. Puff's Last Shadow getting some left-hand urging from Paul McKenzie. 3 across the track. They come on down the stretch drive. Skylar, Puff's Last Shadow. That'll Be Tiger. Skylar trying to hold off. That'll Be Tiger. Skylar was the best, and then Puff's Last Shadow up the inside, Redland Wrangler. That'll Be Tiger. 153-3. Skylar and Jason Ryan, I thought might be vulnerable when they turned for home, and well, Skylar, that's the difference when you drop down in class. At this level, he's probably too good for them.
Right, it was all back class showing up for Skylar. I wasn't liking his chances actually going to the half mile. He wasn't cornering well, but they were going plenty, right? Very ambitious early fraction, Super Puncher at the quarter 26-4. Greystone Watchman goes to the top and gets to the half in 55, and then no answer when Skylar came calling, drove right on by and was able to hold them off through the stretch. Nice heart-building win, and no longer camera shy in his 2026 season, Skylar.
I was worried about That'll Be Tiger because he was my 4th pick, and I only went 3 deep, and there is Brady Golliers. But Skylar, the back class just kicked in and just kept on going. Where you thought he might be vulnerable, he wasn't. And actually, you know who raced really well? Puff's Last Shadow did a nice job.
Yeah. I thought that horse did well last time out. Second time for Paul McKenzie on board. This is my best pick of the night so far. I clicked for the exactor 1-4.
Yeah, and that, well, look, that's a decent exactor. I mean, it's 1-5, but Paul McKenzie had 13-1, so he had a right idea
Yes.
to move him up, and it would have
Coming
been a
back
nice
at
pick
18
five.
bucks. That's all right.
Yeah. Well, I get that pick five, but you know what? It's coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's. I think
He
it's
didn't
about,
spend much, but I know it's coming back at over $50 on a 20-cent play.
yeah, it's like 10 times your money. That's enough. Don't be a hog.
It's all right, man.
It's a 1-4-2-6-5. Coming back in front of us is one Skyler, 10-year-old rockin' image bay gelding by Daniel DeLude. He's also the trainer. And Silvio Riveri also in on the ownership. Jason Ryan with the driving double. It's the first win for Skyler on the season. 153-3. The fifth race, one Skyler 270, 250, 210. Four Puff Slash Shadows 660, 320. Two, that'll be Tiger 310. $2 exactor 1810. 20-cent try 619. 20-cent high five 316.47. 20-cent pick three 195. The 20-cent pick four is 571. And the dollar pick five is 253.05. Fifth race, so we finish from the top. 137254 scratch 86. That's 137254 scratch 86 on the bottom.
All right, we're set to dive into the back half of this Friday night program at Grant River Raceway. Best price we've seen thus far tonight, the way of mutuals, likely that high five payout in race number 5. A 1-5 winner in Skyler on top of a 20-cent high five return of over $300. So well done on that high five if you were able to cash in on that one. So, again, back half of the Friday night card here. Race number 6 of 10 is next. The late pick 5, covering the final 5 races on the night. And again, we're going to try to end it with another single in race number 10. Before that, though, let's try to get the 1, 2, or 6 home here in race number 6. We're using Broadway star Paul McKenzie, Cool, Calm, and Collected Jason Ryan, and the 6 horse Carrots Runaway with Anthony Hahn. Over to race number 7. Pacing event. 3 deep in there with Beach Wiggle, Sunny Dreams, and a whole lot of Rosie outside. Deepest of all in race number 8. It's a trotting event. We're going to try the 1 Kennedy Hanover. Big second, 2 back. We liked her last time out, but it just wasn't going to happen for her. Kennedy Hanover, I'm going to stay with, because if I don't, she's going to beat me. Number 3, Timeout Electra will also try in there. The 4, Timeout Shrek, and then include the 5, Angelina Du Hurrah. 9th race, Trotters. We're on the 2, Magic Liam. We're on the 8, Antebellum, and including 9, Musky Man from the trailing spot. And the single on the end, it's going to be Relentless. I think Relentless has found a pretty good spot to get back to his winning ways after a couple of strong runner-up finishes in his last 2. We're in to go for $21.60 on this 20-cent pick 5 ticket idea. Gary Guy, his best go on the late pick 5 at the river. He's too deep to start things up with Cool, Calm, and Collected, and Carrots Runaway. He singles in legs 2 and 3, just like he did earlier on tonight to cash. In the 7th race, he singles 1, Beach Wiggle. In the 8th race, he singles 3, Timeout Electra. Back to 3 deep in race number 9, his top selection there being number 9, Musky Man, also including 8, Antebellum, and number 2, Magic Liam. We're on the same page for that one. Gary opting to go deepest of all in the final leg, 2, 4, 5, and 9. His top selection is my single, Relentless, in race number 10. Just $4.80 on a 20-cent play to play along with Gary's late pick 5 at the river. One more ticket idea to look at. Connolly Ecclestone chiming in with his late pick 5. And we're all liking the chances for number 2, Relentless, in the finale. Another single on the late pick 5. This one for Connolly on the end of it. The opening leg, he's trying 2 and 6, so he's right on the same page with Gary Guy. The opening leg of the pick 5 play. 4 deep for Connolly in races 7, 8, and 9. That's where he's hoping for a price player to show up. $25.60 to play along with Connolly Ecclestone's late pick 5 ticket idea. A post parade for race number 6 next.
field on parade for the 6th. One Broadway Star, Paul McKenzie for Kyle Rule and Triple S Equine. Number 2 is Cool Calm Collected. Jason Ryan for Rod Boyd and Rick McNeil and John Osinga. Number 3 is Bridgie. Andre Goy for Brett Lester and Mario Villani and Aldo Cicchetti. Number 4 is Polishing Station. Guy Gagnon for J.F. McGuire and Jean Drapeau. 5 is Talented Patriot Rodney Hughes. Drives and trains for Alan Mitchell. Number 6, Carrots Runaway. Anthony Hahn for Shane Weber and Tom and Elizabeth Rankin. And number 7 is Northern Genius. Bruce Richardson for John Holding and Morley Bosworth. It's a field of 7 for race number 6. Let's get a look at this field. And Sugar, I wrote down your first 5 races. I forgot to go past the 5th race. And so who's your top one in here?
I think I got a 2617 here, Gary. Number 2, Cool, Calm, and Collected.
He didn't look
I think
cool
I've
on the
nailed
parade.
that name now.
Yeah.
I've gotten some practice. Practice was saying it a few times already tonight. 8-5, Jason Ryan's got the hot hands as well as Gagnon.
He didn't look cool on the parade, but now he seems to have settled.
He's all right. Just beat in his last couple, trying to go all the way. I think he breaks on through tonight. Maiden trotters, right? And experience, but this one's going in the right direction.
Yeah, he needs that song, Break On Through to the Other Side. Jason Ryan for Rod Boyd. And muscle mass. You love those muscle masses. And look, I'm with you with Cool Calm Collected. Look, the only thing we argued about was his name, but we'll get over it. But certainly...
I'm over it now.
Yeah, certainly 3 C's could get a W here. And the gate speed, I think, we've talked sometimes where we don't know who's going to make the lead. I think we know here.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of pops off the page, right? Able to take control, 28 and change in each of his last 2. He looks great, by the way. And again, you're getting hot hands tonight with Jason Ryan.
Yeah, he looks very, very athletic. Number 6, Carrots Runaway, 3-year-old run director filly that he gets full marks for that effort here last time out.
Right. Trailing spot. From the trailing spot, finishing 3rd from off the pace.
You know, our thing from the trailer now knows on the gate.
100%. We mentioned that already tonight. Way back race 1, I believe. So there's that angle going from post 9 to nose on gate. Here's your Beware horse on the card. Number 6, Carrots Runaway with Hahn.
And 1 Broadway Star. Well, you get Paul McKenzie, who's a star in his own right, driving Broadway Star. 3-year-old Walner Bay Gelding. This will be just the 3rd start, and one that certainly progressed. That first start, broken equipment, post 9. Just pretend that start didn't happen. The last one actually did a lot of work in that last one.
Yeah, you can call that last start an improvement. Made a move from 6th into quarter to show up 3rd best and challenging. At 3/4, and actually was only a half length back 2nd and challenging into the stretch. Just faded late, but again, lots to build on for that 1 Broadway Star in the latest.
Yeah, and look at the yearling price. This is one that's had only 2 stars, $182,000 at the Lexington Select Stales. So this is a Walner that's probably well bred and got some interesting paper, they say, on Broadway Star.
Yeah, well, we mentioned trainer Kyle Rule about having, I think it was Show Me the Green, winning 6 in a row last summer between Grand River Raceway and Georgian Downs. Well, we talked about Kyle last week with that Kennedy Hanover we're going to see on the rail in race number 8. Well, here's Kyle training this Broadway Star, who you mentioned was a big number at the yearling sale. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, and how about number 7, Northern Genius, 8-1 on the board, is one that is probably a consistent fringe player. And look, if you're looking for the 4th spot on the ticket, you want one that's already showing. Comes in with 5 consecutive top 4 finishes.
Best check getter in the field, right there. And you're getting honesty, right? Northern Genius and Bruce.
Yeah, and look, outside post position, but had post 8 at Flamborough, which is tougher than 7 here by a long shot, and
No problem.
still managed to finish 4th. So it's Northern Genius. But, well, I did use Bridgie, although this is one that I tell you, sometimes I've expected more from Bridgie. Last race was 4th. I used Bridgie in the third spot. But we're in
The
agreement that
way
it's
you've been picking tonight, Gary, a win by Bridgie wouldn't surprise me.
Cool, calm, collected. And 3 C's is our top pick. Everybody's top pick now.
Let's go.
Is,
Uh-oh.
and
Little
right
bumpy,
now,
number 2.
yeah,
Beware.
I said on the post Brady looked a little unsettled. And now cool, calm, collected is off stride. Field for the 6th race. And they're at the start, and they were awfully late leaving the gate. And right now it is Talbot Patriot who's going to burst out and take the lead. Talbot Patriot, Northern Genius, and Carrots Runway, then Polishing Station and Bridgie and Broadway Star. Talbot Patriot and Rodney Hughes at 13-1 has got the lead. Carrots Runaway on the outside now is wanting to move up for Anthony Hahn, and Carrots Runaway is going to move up now, and Carrots Runaway has come on to take the lead, and racing second is Talbot Patriot. Carrots Runaway is 9-5 on the board, and then second is Talbot Patriot, and racing position third, Polishing Station. There goes Bridgie and Andre Goy now first over, giving cover to Broadway Star to the outside, and Northern Genius, and up at 28 opening quarter, they race their way on into the backstretch. Carrots Runaway is leading, and racing second, Talbot Patriot. Bridgie to the outside is first up third, half of 50-1. Opening quarter was 28. And then Polishing Station is fourth, and Broadway Star fifth. Northern Genius is sixth, and Cool Calm Collected is racing seventh. Carrots Runaway with a lead of a length and 3/4 over Talbot Patriot. Bridgie on the outside is trying to inch forward. Is still going to make up a length and 3/4. It's flattened out a little bit now. And then Polishing Station is fourth. Broadway Star is sitting second over. And then it is Northern Genius and back to Cool Calm Collected, who made an early break and is trailing the field. And now 3 wide Broadway Star is coming on for Paul McKenzie and is moving, but Carrots Runaway still has the lead. Carrots Runaway and Talbot Patriot. Polishing Station on the inside. Broadway Star to the outside off 3/4, 127-4. They turn for home. Carrots Runaway has got the lead for Anthony Hahn as they come on down the stretch. Carrots Runaway. Talbot Patriot. Carrots Runaway has got the lead and then finished in top. Then Talbot Patriot. Third is Broadway Star with Polishing Station. A photo for third. You can disregard the time. And, well, actually, our tote board has zeros in there, but it's a 1:58. You can respect that time. And the inquiry sign is up pertaining to the start, and Cool Calm Collected. And Sugar, that was a weird start because I wasn't sure if it was a recall or not, because they probably went about a 16th of a mile past the start before he let him go.
Okay, well, I did. My focus was on the 2, and was he going to be able to make the fair start pole or not at the word go? And it's still very close. I imagine the racing officials are going to have a look at the start of number 2 for wondering if he did receive the fair start or not. So the inquiry there you see is underway, and that involves that too. I'll tell you what, the 2-horse did go a big trip after getting down, trotting, and catching the field. He probably trotted a mile and 57 tonight, Gary.
Yeah, and look, certainly the one to beat. But then we said that the second best one was Carrots Runaway, and they say that if you eat carrots, it improves your vision. You didn't need improved vision, I don't think, to find Carrots Runaway, because I think it was obvious. Remember, trailer post. You know what? Trailer post and nose on gate seems to be the angle here at Grand River right now.
I'm going to be looking for those every card now marching forward, because this past week especially, we've seen many winners from that angle. Trailing post 9, back to a nose on gate, and they have been winning lots.
And Anthony's enjoying sitting on the couch there.
Is too. Yeah, very relaxed, wasn't he?
He just saying, oh, yeah. We're at the finish. Okay, cool. But, well, it's a 6-5-1-4. We have to look at the start. There might be, we'll find out about Cool Calm Collected, but we found out about Carrots Runaway. And 3-year Run Director Bay filling up at Tom and Elizabeth Rankin. Shane Weber is the trainer. Carrots Runaway. Victoria's first career win. Mile of 158 flat. Fans, the number 2 Cool Calm Collected was judged to have been inside the Fair Start pole, as you see, inside the Fair Start pole at the start of the race. Sixth race, number 6 Carrots Runaway, $5.90, $4.20, $3.20. 5 Talbot Patriot, $10, $6.30. Broadway Star, $5.40. $2 Exactor, $90.80. Dollar Try, $206.65. Dollar Super, $1,592.10. 20-cent Super, $318.42. sixth race. Order a finish on top. 3674215. That's 3674215 on the bottom.
Six minutes to go here on the upcoming seventh race, race seven, beginning the late pick four at Grand River Raceway. Opening up as a heavy favorite here, number one, Beach Wiggle, will be on many tickets here to start up this late pick four. Jason Ryan on board for Team Cullen. Number one, Beach Wiggle, is going to make my ticket my top selection in here. Also including four, Sunny Dreams. We liked him last time, and he just missed at a big number. He's second best at 31 to 1 in his latest. You're likely to get a pretty good price on him again, or her again tonight. Sunny Dreams, leaving from right behind the car, Andre Goish on board. We'll also try the six, Whole Lot of Rosie, with an outside chance for Samuel Filion and trainer Chantel Mitchell. Over into race number 8. We'll go deepest of all in there, the Trotters. We're going to stay with Kennedy Hanover. We're on her last time out. We're going to stick with her because if we don't, she's going to beat us. Number 3, Timeout Electra. Number 4, Timeout Shrek. It will also include the 5, Angelina Duhara, with the addition of Lasix this evening. Ninth race, trotting event. We're on the 2, Magic Liam, using 8, Antebellum, in the trailing spot 9, Musky Man. And we're going to stay with the single, number 2, Ride Lentless, because he pops off the page in the finale. Just $7.20 to play along with this late pick 4 ticket suggestion. Another ticket to look at here for our track announcer, Gary Guy. What does Gary have in store? He's on singles for races 7 and 8. He's on Beach Wiggle heavy. Race 7, he is heavy with the 3. Timeout Electra, race number 8. And we're on the same page for the ninth. He too was using 2, 8, and 9. His top selection there being number 9, Musky Man. Another live bullet possibility for Jason Ryan tonight. Gary going deepest of all in the final leg. Relentless, his top selection. He also throws in the 4, 5, and 9. Only $2.40 to play along with Gary Guy. If you want to play that ticket for the dollar base, $12 even. One more ticket. This one for friend of the show, Connolly Echo Stone. His late pick 4. Gonna stay deep, 4 deep. Races 7, 8, and 9. The 7th race, Pacing Mares. Condition event, claiming tags $20,000. Beach Wiggle, Sunny Dreams, Calico Seal Stir, Whole Lot of Rosie. And then the Trotters in the 8th race, 1, 3, 4, and 5. Trotters in the 9th, 2, 3, 8, and 9. Pacers on the end of it. He singles Ride Lentless, $12.80 on a 20-cent wager to play along with the ticket idea for Connolly Ecclestone. Few minutes left for wagers here. Mapping out a late pick 4 at the river. Good luck.
Field on post parade for the 7th one, Beach Wiggle. Jason Ryan for Jody Cullen and Travis Cullen and Ron Cullen. Number 2 is Don't Mess with Molly. Scooter Gimlet drives and trains for James Dean and Brooke Gimlet. Number 3, Espresso Beans. Damien McClellan for Ron McDonald and Brent McLennan. Number 4 is Sunny Dreams. Andre Goy for Brett Lester and Rebecca Williamson. Number 5, Calico Sealster. Mark McDonnell for Joshua McKibben and Kim Smith. And number 6, Whole Lot of Rosie. Sammy Filia for Chantel Mitchell and Mitchell DiCenzo. Field of 6, race number 7. And, well, let's get a look at Beach Wiggle. We both agree that Beach Wiggle, the one to beat. Now, last race here had post 7 and did end up getting beaten, but it certainly raced well. But look at now the inside. There's Beach Wiggle looking good.
Yeah, I think we can all forgive her last effort. I mean, she did park 27-2 first up and attacking through the third quarter, and she only missed by a length and a half when it was all said and done. She was still third, clocking up a trip in 54 and change. More than capable of bouncing back in a big way here tonight. 6-5 is what you're likely going to get come post time.
That 53 3 mile here from post 1, June the 5th, I think you're going to see something like that kind of effort. And I think Beach Wiggle just might be too good for this field. And who did you use underneath Beach Wiggle? Because we both agree with Beach Wiggle, but yes. I forgot to take a look again for your.
Yeah,
I'm going to look right now. There we go.
Yeah, I went with the 1, 6, 4, and 5. I've got the 6, Whole Lot of Rosie in play. It's an outside chance for that one. Not sure what we're going to see for gate speed. She's been sitting second from the rail in her latest, and then 3 back. She was on the lead from the inside, and now draws post 6, which I think is a better spot to leave from with speed than the rail. So a Whole Lot of Rosie. I want to see Sammy send this one, and maybe Beach Wiggle goes out for a retake.
Did you notice that Conley took a Whole Lot of Rosie on top? The rest of us are all in on the 1.
Well, that's Conley being Conley, right? Because he likes those price players. He would love to hit with a bomb tonight.
And this is not one that's a major reach, because those couple wins at Mohawk, one at Mohawk and one here before that 4th last time out. Whole Lot of Rosie. You get Sammy Filia for Chantel Mitchell. I get all day long for that pairing, and a whole lot of Rosie.
The horse is fresh too, Gary, right? Yeah. I mean, 2 wins from 3 outings in her 4-year-old season. This mare is fresh and ripe, and like I said, if Sammy wants to send her, I think that's her best chance to win it.
And Beach Wiggle's a 3-year-old, but has had 19 starts already in her 3-year-old campaign. Whole Lot of Rosie, 11-1. You know what? 11-1 versus even money. I could lean that direction. Number 4, Sunny Dreams, is the one I used for second, and good second last time out.
Yeah, I believe I had this one pegged as a top 3 player in the latest. Big Deuce, just missing in 54 and change, was second in 31-1. I think was following along Beach Wiggle. If she wasn't second over, she was third over. And she was able to pick off Beach Wiggle at the end of the mile after Beach Wiggle, as mentioned, attacked first up for a long ways.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes people might just look at that line and say, well, Sunny Dreams beat Beach Wiggle, but you have to watch the race to know who did all the work. Yeah. Beach Wiggle worked much more at it. Sunny Dreams.
For sure. Beach Wiggle did a ton of road work in that one. And I mean, if she gets any kind of trip at all tonight here, she'll run away and hide on them. 52 mile, the way the track's playing out tonight, a 52 mile would not surprise me for the Philly Beach Wiggle.
Plus, the other thing is, Sunny Dreams, 1 win in 22 starts. Beach Wiggle, 6 wins in 19.
Yeah, I think the better angle is the one Beach Wiggle. She's holding at that 6-5 price. I want to see her go with that at post time.
Number 5, Calico Sealster, is getting a lot of action. 3-2 on the board, Sugar.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
How about the, Remember, we were talking about the trailer post nose on gate. Well, you get both the 3 and 5 fit that, and it was at Dresden from the trailer post.
Oh boy, why are you bringing that up now? Now you got me wandering all over the place here.
I just thought I'd throw that in. Look, maybe that's what's attracted the fans 8-5. They didn't get attracted to Espresso Beans, who had post 9 last time out and finished ninth, but they said Calico Sealster. Maybe this is one that's got did win here last year in 54-3.
Yeah, I just don't see it for this one tonight. I think this horse is going straight to the back and could be trailing this field, and that's a lot of work to do to make it up against this field.
I would love Beach Wiggle at 6-5 because I actually thought that this would be below even money, and it might wind up that way.
Might. It's dropping slightly, and maybe one more change in the tote board reveals that she'd be odds on.
It's a field of 6. Race number 7, Beach Wiggle, is moving up in behind the gates, and they're all moving on into position. Field 4, race number 7. Turns on into the backstretch. Field for the 7th race. Is at the start, and they're off, and getting it alertly. Sunny Dreams with Calico Sealster, and then on the inside, Beach Wiggle is going to drive on through, also with Espresso Beans, but right now Calico Sealster has got the lead. Beach Wiggle is out racing second. Espresso Beans and Don't Mess with Molly. Sunny Dreams and Whole Lotta Rosie is taken back and trailing the field. Calico Sealster and Mark McDonnell with the lead. Beach Wiggle 4-5 on the board. As the field comes off the turn, and now Beach Wiggle doesn't want to sit in the pocket and is going to wiggle right up now. Beach Wiggle, Jason Ryan, is going to be sent to the lead. Calico Sealster is going to be filling the pocket. And third, Espresso Beans, Don't Mess with Molly, scoots along fourth, and then Sunny Dreams and Whole Lotta Rosie. 27 opening quarter, they head up towards the half. Beach Wiggle, the 4-5 favorite. The 9-5 Calico Sealster sits the pocket. Espresso Beans is third, and now Don't Mess with Molly has been scooting on the outside first over, and then it is Sunny Dreams and Whole Lotta Rosie. Halftime 57-32 second panel breather for Beach Wiggle. It's Beach Wiggle and Calico Sealster. Don't Mess with Molly at 30-1 is third. Espresso Beans, then Sunny Dreams, and Whole Lotta Rosie is still trailing the field. Beach Wiggle as the field heads their way by 3/4. Beach Wiggle off of a half of 57 rolling by 3/4, and Calico Sealster second. Staying second, 125 and 1/3. Beach Wiggle and Calico Sealster, and now Sunny Dreams is shining a bit late, and on the inside Espresso Beans. Beach Wiggle, Calico Sealster, Beach Wiggle a turn for home. Jason Ryan and Beach Wiggle on down the stretch. Rob they come, continues to wiggle strongly to the finish. Wiggle is going to win. Beach Wiggle and then Calico Sealster, and on the inside to pick up third is Whole Lotta Rosie. Close for fourth, 153 and 4. Beach Wiggle, just too much pony for this field, Sugar.
Yeah, too much. I mean, big bounce back victory, and she held her odds pretty good. Just dipping below the even money status, a winner, easy winner at 4-5. When I saw the half in 57, I said, yeah, they're not going to catch her. The big surprise for me was watching Calico Sealster blast off in there. Out for the retake was Beach Wiggle, but Calico Sealster, McDonnell put her in play, and reward it with a deuce.
Well, and Calico Sealster was one that had a trailer post last time out, and then used nose on gate to blast on out. And Jason did a nice job just to be forwardly placed enough, and then he said, look, okay, you've had your fun with the lead, but I think I need it.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to have to be an easier trip for this filly tonight to win this race, and for sure, the winning move was made at the quarter mile to take control, and just a few tippy-tap reminders to remain alert on her front-end mission, and she did that quite easy.
And Calico Sealster certainly looked good coming to the finish. Whole Lotta Rosie didn't really do a lot of work until late, but at least comes flying up the inside to pick up a third.
Yeah, I would have thought she'd have been leaving in there, but no, wasn't going to happen. I guess Sammy looked to his left and saw the five was poised to blast off, and he thought better of it. But yeah, pretty good third up the inside there at 9-1 for the show dough.
Yeah, and well, Jason Ryan's having himself a fine night, and it is
Yeah, not done yet either.
no, well, he certainly puts on a show day in and day out here at Grand River. He loves it here.
Yeah, I think he's got the family out with him tonight. The family's been in the winner's circle each time thus far.
Well, they get to come again. Beach Wiggles back in front of us at 3-year-old Sunshine Beach Bay filly, owned by Travis and Jody and Ron Cullen. Jody Cullen, the trainer, chasing Ryan with the driving hat trick. It's the seventh win this season, seventh lifetime for Beach Wiggle. Jason Ryan, Ricky Bobby, 3 on the night. Seventh race, 1 Beach Wiggle, 360, 240, 210. 5 Calico Sealster, 310, 246. Whole lot of Rosie, $4. $2 exact rate, $30 try, 21.85. The dollar super is 64.55, the 20-cent super 12.91. 7th race. Order finish from the top. 146523. That's 146523 on the bottom. 8th dash is next. 4 minutes to post time.
Winbag Farm of Delaware offers several outstanding stallions, including EL Platinum, full brother to multiple stakes winners EL Ideal and EL Titan, Meadowlands Pace winner He's Watching, a Dan Panch Award winner and a world record holder over multiple sized ovals, Molotov Cocktail, a New York Sire Stakes final champion and multiple stakes winner, Nutcracker Sweet, half brother to the Great Sweet Lou, and a multiple stakes winner, Sports Column, a 19-time winner and a multiple Ontario Sire Stakes Gold winner at 2 and 3, and Top Flight Angel, a Yonkers Trot Final champion and a Breeders' Crown elimination winner. For more information, winbackfarm.com.
Field on parade for the 8th one. Kennedy Hanover, Paul McKenzie for Kyle Rule, and Triple S Equine. Number 2, California King, Eddie Hensley for Ashley Hensley. 3 is Timel Electra, Mark Hetzel for Chan Tan and Peter Porter. 4 is Timel Shrek, Brady Golliers for Greg McNair and Timel Farms. 5 is Angelina Duharaz, Sammy Filia for Jeff McGuire and Jean Allaire. 8 is Jam Trixton, Dag Hendrickson for Mike Rive, Gary Silifant. And number 7 is Southern Grenade, Guy Gagnon for Gatorena Bosniak and Jose Lamas. It's a field of 7, race number 8. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, Timel Electra, 4 to 5 on the board. The tote board right now is telling a very strong story, Sugar.
Yeah, horse players have a strong opinion of this 3-Timel Electra. Looking very good, by the way. Comes in off the maiden score 158 and 4 there in her latest. And that was a return race, her first start of the season. And yeah, she's looking great once again.
The only thing that I would be worried about when you gander down the page, you see a bunch of X's, but then that last race smooth and look, didn't come home a ton, but pardon me, I'm looking at the wrong one. What am I doing? Now I feel better. But look, Timel Electra is one that was really good last time out, and now a second start. And the fans love. This is a $62,000 Harrisburg filly, Green Manalishi, that certainly Mark Etzel, noted trot man, love this one. Even money on the board. The 4th of my 4 singles. Got the first 3 home. Need to make it 4 for 4.
Oh, wouldn't that be something, hey? The one thing that has me a little, I don't know, worried, but questioning, she might be running a little hot here tonight. Now, I'm not sure if she had this look to her last time out, but she is amped up tonight, Gary.
She's amped up because she knows she's singled up on the multi-leg. She's, I got some work to do, and she's shaking her head saying, "Yeah, that's right, that's right." Timel Electra, you're right. No, does look a little bit eager, is a word to put it.
Eager, electric, amped up.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Now, one Kennedy Hanover, I pointed this one out before that June 12th line in race second, and then kind of got interested. And last time out, finished up poorly with a 33-second final quarter. But Kennedy Hanover impressed us with that line 2 starts back.
Oh, it was huge. I mean, she trotted her back half wide side and 58 and change, trotted a mile 2 minutes flat, and I got on her heavy last time out. Like, I talked her up real good. And she disappointed me. She just didn't have it.
Well,
she
she
didn't
owes
have
you that.
the same. She didn't have the same look that she had in that start on June the 12th. So we went back to her again because I mentioned a couple times already. If we don't go back to her, she's going to beat us.
Oh yeah, and look, I mean that looks like a one-off. I don't know what happened because it was so good finishing up strongly here 2 starts back. So I like you're sticking with that one. Number 5, Angelina Du Hurrah. Well, trailer post last about nose on gate, and the one thing you do see this one making early breaks in a couple of qualifiers. So Angelina Du Hurrah, Sammy might have to just be steady leaving, but race over a powerful barn.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong combination when you've got McGuire pairing up with a Filion and a young trotter. Just 3 career outings, but the addition of Lasix for this daughter of Archangel tonight could turn things around for her in a big way. We'll wait and see what happens, but as you mentioned, strong barn.
Yeah, and 2 to 5 now in Timel Electra, and that's I think to be expected. I just thought this is one that looked too good last time out. When I was looking at the wrong line, we'll talk about number 4 Timel Shrek. I was looking at number 4 Timel Shrek, and look, last race finished 3rd, but when you look down, you see a bunch of X's, and got that smooth line last time out. So Timel Shrek certainly could build off of that. Sent up by Greg McNair. Timel Shrek is my second choice in here, and the one that scares me the most if Timel Electra is going to go down.
Really? Well,
Yep.
I wish you luck with this one. It's the X's. It's the X factor. that I steered clear of pretty much. I do use this one as a top four player to include in the superfecta, but I don't know if it gets any better than that. I did expect three to be a favorite. I did not expect 2 to 5. I don't think any young, inexperienced trotter should be 2 to 5 here tonight.
No, and that's one of the reasons why maybe you might want to go shopping. And if you're going to go shopping, it might be just hoping that Kennedy Hanover shows you what she did here
Yeah.
2 starts back. And for me, it would
Oh,
be Timel Schreck staying flat because I thought that
okay.
last race, when this one came first up, it grinded for a little piece and overall raced well. Now, look, came home only in 32 and 3, but that had been off 14 days. And even in that June the 5th start, well, it wasn't much of a race because broke stride and didn't really get used up very much. But look, I think Tomo Schreck with one flat line under his belt just might be dangerous. But that's only if you're shopping away from Timel Electra. Boy, I'd have a hard
Well,
time. I'd have a hard time going away from Timel Electra, and yet 2 to 5 is chasing you away.
I'd have a hard time playing her at this price, especially when she's amped up. Now, she does not show an X throughout her program lines, but again, for me, just appears to be running a little hot tonight. But a good set of trotting hands behind her with that.
Well,
So,
if you're ever going to throw out a favorite, it's in maiden trotters. That's it's one of the greatest plays is to just go against the heavy maiden trotting favorite and just try other horses.
it's like looks like Brady's got his hands full here. He's on the gallop with 4.
Thomas Schreck now, one that I was saying I might want to try to trust that one staying flat. Well, so far right now, it's not working out. We'll see if he can get Thomas Schreck steadied, but he is not close to being steadied right now. They're
Nope.
in the backstretch nearing the start. And the rough, and Timel Electra goes off stride. Timel Electra driving off stride. So now Southwind Grenade is able to come right out and grab the early lead. Southwind Grenade at 13 to 1. The inquiry sign is up. And California King is kind of popping his head a little bit, bouncing. And Southwind Grenade at 13 to 1. California King is 18 to 1. And then racing third is Angelina Du Hurrah. Kennedy Hanover is positioned fourth. And then Jam Trixton and Timel Electra is sixth and has a lot of work to do now. Southwind Grenade at 13 to 1, and Guy Gagnon now popping out. Angelina Du Hurrah is coming quickly on the outside, and then California King, and then it is Kennedy Hanover, and Timel Electra is trying to make a huge recovery, and right now it is Sammy Filia and Angelina Du Hurrah who is starting to get away on the field of a 29 to 1 opening quarter, is now leading by about 5 or 6 lengths, racing second. Southwind Grenade, California King is third, then Kennedy Hanover. Timel Electra is flat out from fifth, but Angelina Du Hurrah has gotten away on the field. 58 and 4 halftime. Angelina Du Hurrah, and then Southwind Grenade is second. California King and Kennedy Hanover. Timel Electra backing away Jam Trixton, but it's all a one-horse story. Angelina Du Hurrah right now is racing on a substantial lead as they turn for home. Angelina Du Hurrah and Sammy Filia has got the lead of the field, is turning for home, and then Kennedy Hanover now with a late push, and California King on the inside. Angelina Du Hurrah, they turn for home, is slowing noticeably, but it probably won't matter. Angelina Du Hurrah flying late. Kennedy Hanover. Angelina Du Hurrah walks across the finish line. Kennedy Hanover is second. Jam Trixton third, and California King and the mile 158 and 4. The inquiry sign is up pertaining to the start. And Angelina Du Hurrah had the trailer post last time out and now nose on gate, and well, said, I've got my nose on the gate. I might as well leave a bunch. Sugar.
Yeah, there's the angle, folks. In the weeks going forward at Grand River Raceway, when you see the trailing post 9 in their latest and they go out and put their nose on gate, there's a good chance they're going to have a pretty good showing. We've seen that a few times tonight, and Angelina Du Hurrah, the latest. The addition of Lasix did not hurt. I mean, she walked under the wire, but she had an insurmountable lead going up to 3/4.
Yeah, nice thing about having that size of lead, you can give away a lot of lengths and still not worry. And look, the thing that I worried about this one leaving is because in 2 qualifiers, shows making a break before the start. And so Angelina Duhara. But Sammy had this one steady and got off the gate. And, well, Tamil Electra went down with that early break.
Well, we looked at her pretty good there in the post break, Gary, and we did bring up the fact that she appeared to be running a little hot, a little too amped up for my liking. I don't think I saw that in her last time out when she won. So even though she had no X's on her program lines, just when you see a young trotter and they're right on the bit and maybe running a little hotter than they should be, yeah, I was steering clear at 2 to 5.
Well, and I mentioned sometimes with maiden trotters, the best play if they're below even money and they're young trotters. Maybe you just go elsewhere, and you could always go elsewhere to Jean-Francois Maguire and just ignore everything. And because look,
Yeah.
he wins a lot of races.
Tell you what, this try, the super, even the exactor is going to come back huge here, and it's all because of three. Uh, Self-destructing at the start.
Yeah, and look, I mean, if we watch Tamil Electra next time out, if she looks smooth and calm, you go right back to her because
Yeah.
she's got all the
Well,
ability in
yeah.
the world.
100%, 100%. I mean, just running a little too hot, a little too amped up prior to the race, and that was her downfall tonight.
And there is number 5, Angelina Duhara, 3-year-old Archangel Brown filly, owned by Jean Allaire and Jean-Francois Maguire, who's also the trainer. Angelina Duhara, first career win, mile 158 and 4. Fans note the judge's ruling that all horses received a fair start. Eighth race payouts 5, Angelina Duhara, 15.10, $6, $5, 1 Kennedy Hanover, 673.60, and 6 Trixton, 320. $2 exactor, 122.10. Dollar try, 775.85. 20-cent tries, 155.17. 20-cent super, 1,589.83. 8th race. Order of finish from the top, 2457163. That's 2457163 on the bottom.
Submissions are now open for the 2026 Youth Contest presented by the Bill Galvin Racing Alliance. Kids can win cash prizes and a VIP night at the horse races. To enter the Youth Literary Derby, write a story or poem about anything related to standardbred horses. The Youth Literary Derby is open to students in grades 3 to 8 as of June 1st. To enter the Youth Art Derby, draw or sketch anything related to standardbred horses. The Youth Literary Derby is open to students in grades 3 to 12 as of June 1st. The deadline to enter both contests is August 31st. Visit our website for more information and inspiration.
Winbag Farm of Delaware offers several outstanding stallions, including EL Platinum, full brother to multiple stakes winners EL Ideal and EL Titan, Meadowlands Pace winner He's Watching, a Dan Bench Award winner and a world record holder over multiple sized ovals, Molotov Cocktail, a New York Sire Stakes final champion and multiple stakes winner, Nutcracker Sweet, half brother to the great Sweet Lou, and a multiple stakes winner, Sports Column, a 19-time winner and a multiple Ontario Sire Stakes gold winner at 2 and 3, and Top Flight Angel, a Yonkers Trot final champion and a Breeders' Crown elimination winner. For more information, winbackfarm.com.
Field for the ninth race. On parade one, Fast as Lightning, Eddie Hensley for Jim Ellis. Number 2 is Magic Liam. Guy Gagnon drives and trains for Frederick Gagnon and Stephanie Gagnon. And number 3 is Shampoo Girl, Austin Sorry for Terry Gallant and Max Webster and Bill Maines. Number 4 is Poof, Tom Smith for Jane Walker. Five is absent from the parade. 6 is Great Trickster, Bruce Richardson for Joe Coffey and Jason Castellon. Number 7, Belvedere, Jessica Dag Henderson for Dr. Mike Veneri. There he's 5, Hobnob Hanover Pat Houdon for Sean Garvey. 8 is Antebellum, Brady Collier for Greg McNair and James Averett. And 9 is Muskie Man, Jason Ryan for Kyle Bossens and Daryl Newbiging. Field of 9, race number 9, non-winners at 3, trot, and an interesting dash to bet into the pools right now because the money is kind of spread around. And your top one, Sugar Antebellum, off a monster win here. Fans, left this one right now at 7-1.
I think they're going to come for her, though. She's been really good. In her latest 3 over the river, she's been first, second, and third. Gate to wire in the latest. I mean, it is a tougher post. 8 to overcome. There is some speed to her left. I mean, if they want to let her go away at 6-1, we'll take it all day.
Antebellum had post 8 here June the 5th and got parked before making the lead and almost won, beaten by 3/4. Vestaverdi got
right
late in the mile, but still it was a strong performance. Likely to blast early. Looks very professional right now on the track.
Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, Brady looking comfortable in the sulky, and this mare, she's not fighting him. She's just what you call on the bit.
And number 9, Muskie Man, is also one the fans aren't enamored with. And this is my top pick, so both of our top picks are not right now getting the respect. The thing with Muskie Man has had 3 tries from the trailer post in the last 4 starts. Last time out, trailer post finished second as Jason Ryan did a great job to get this one out well to be second at the quarter from the trailer post, but still couldn't get by toss of the dice. I'm taking a flyer on Muskie Man. I think this is a really nice 4-year-old muscle mass.
And he's grabbing right on to Jason Ryan. Jason got along fine with him last time up from the trailing spot, was plugged right in there to sit 2 at the quarter mile. This horse is drawn pretty good for the most part in his 4-year-old season. I remember him having the rail tons in London. And what a record this season. 18 for 21 top 3s, including 9 victories. And again, he is very strong on the bit here tonight, and he's worth a long look.
Yeah, he looks okay there now. And look, he's got that thick muscle mass look.
Yeah, he's a blocky son of muscle mass, and he looks great when he's in full flight.
Number 2, Magic Liam, 5 for 5 in the win column last year. And the first 2 starts this year, they didn't go well, but last race, much better.
Much better with a nice back half, 58-1 to be second best behind Silver Detector. So Magic Liam, Guy Gagnon won the first couple of races tonight, and I've got some time for him here with this 2 horse. A top 3 selection, 4-1, priced right.
But that head pole on the left seems to not be his best friend.
These horses, some of them will fight it, right? Especially the younger types. I mean, this horse is only making his 9th career start.
Number 4, Poof, is one that's your 4th choice and my 4th one. And, boy, no top 2s in the last 17, but we're only talking about getting this one on the ticket for 4th. The last 2 were top 4 finishes.
Yeah, this is a nice little trotter for Jane Walker and Tom Smith. Pretty good check getter. Did show the 57-4 speed in each of the latest 2, including that last one over Georgian where he trotted a back half in 57-1. 23-1, massive price for this one who's fitting well.
Well, you know a horse that's taking a lot of money is Shampoo Girl. Now look, it made breaks in back-to-back starts, so had to qualify, and even in the first qualifier made a break, but the last qualifier is one that was a little smoother. But still, this is Shampoo Girl is one that I might want to watch a start 7-2 just to see can this one stay flat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It is first time for Terry Gallant by the looks of it. There was a barn change from Copley on to Gallant for this, so something to consider. But I wanted to see, her once.
And well, it's a field of 9 for race number 9. Your top one is the 8, and is at 9-2 right now. And also Muskie Man has fallen to 4-1 from the second tier. Field for the 9th race. He is at the start in the rough, and from the outside getting out is Belvedere Jessica, Hobnob Hanover, and then Fast as Lightning, Shampoo Girl, and then on the outside, Antebellum is going to drive hard now. Antebellum is third, now takes over second, and also coming is Shampoo Girl, and then down to the inside is Hobnob Hanover, then Fast as Lightning. Muskie Man is sixth away, then it is Magic Limb and Poof, and back to the trailer, Great Trickster. Antebellum is out 3 wide as Shampoo Girl's in the 2 wide path, and now Bertie Golliers may have to think about a different plan because he's still out there 3 deep. Shampoo Girl is able to come on and get the lead. Well, Antebellum says, I don't have a plan other than making the lead. Antebellum leads at a length, trying to clear to the front of her Shampoo Girl. Shampoo Girl right now parking out Antebellum as they race their way on up towards the half of a 27-4 opening quarter. Belvedere Jessica is racing third. Hobnob Hanover fourth, and then Fast as Lightning. There goes Muskie Man to the outside now, and then it is back to Magic Lehman, Poof, and Great Trickster. Shampoo Girl has the lead, and now Antebellum is backing away. Belvedere Jessica is racing second. Muskie Man has rolled out wide. Hobnob Hanover is going to pop out from third now. It is coming quickly for Happy Houdon, and is moving Shampoo Girl, Hobnob Hanover, and then Belvedere Jessica is racing a third, but Hobnob Hanover at 40-1 is looking to take down Shampoo Girl, who's 5-2. Belvedere Jessica third, Muskie Man is fourth and still has work to do, but is closing, and then it is back to Fast as Lightning and Magic Liam, and the field turns for home. Hobnob Hanover as they come on down the stretch drive. Shampoo Girl's racing second, Muskie third. Hobnob Hanover has a late lead over Shampoo Girl. Hobnob Hanover, and Happy Houdon has a big reason to smile now. Shampoo Girl is second, Muskie third, and Magic Liam is fourth. Mile of 150, 4-4. Hobnob Hanover at 40-1 on the board. Sugar.
Wow. I guess we're going to call that one the longest shot on the board victor here. Pat Hudon, training and driving for Sean Garvey out of Oakville, was yet to hit the board from 16 outings in her 4-year-old season. Well, she hits the board tonight in a big way, trotting to a new life best of 154-4. I mean, the hot early fractions where the 3 and 8 battled to a halftime of 56-2, set it up for a closer. At the halftime, the 9th race was just screaming for an upset.
Yeah, absolutely was. And look, this is one that shows something. Last year, made 72,000 in 44 starts last year, but this year it's been donuts. No top threes in 16 starts, and only 8,000 made in 16 tries. But that last year at least tells you that this mare had something going on last year. Now, part of it, of course, is true that the race kind of came to her.
Oh, for sure. I mean, 27-4, 56-2 for, these are trotters. They're not preferred type trotters.
Look at the smile.
They're kind of a younger bunch of trotters. But Hobnob Hanover, for sure. The pace would come back to her. Still a big mile, though. Like 54-4 for trotters at the river. Don't see it that often.
Yeah, do you see the big grin on Pat's face coming across the finish? Just happy.
Oh, boy. Well, it's going to be big in the winner's circle, I'm sure. I mean, he's gonna light up the tote board and light up the winner's circle here.
Absolutely, and I'm happy for Pat. He's a gregarious, fun guy to be around. And Hobnob Hanover, look, full marks. He won. He was strong to the finish.
Yeah, I mean, took advantage of the
Yeah.
hot early pace to pounce on them. But yeah, this horse was strong. Like I said, 54-4. That's a big trip for a trotter over the river.
Well, and Shampoo Girl took a lot of money and raced well. Muskie Man, still the trailer post, that was probably a bit of a reach, and your horse, Antebellum,
Yeah.
really got roughed up because when
Oh,
Jason, post
three
8, when you
deep.
blast out, when Brady blasted out, it just didn't work.
It was almost going to work, but then Austin decided to drive on, and then that kept her out there three deep, and that's what set up for the big hot quarter. That's what set up for the big hot half, and it's what set it up for Hobnob.
Yeah, I love to see Happy Houdon with the smiles all around in the winner's circle for
Yeah.
Hobnob Hanover, 4-year-old Walner Bay mare by Sean Garvey of Oakville. Pat Houdon, the winning trainer and driver, first win on the season, third lifetime. Hobnob Hanover, mile of 154 and 4, a career mark. Ninth race payout 5 Hobnob Hanover 89.80, 32.59.20. 3 Shampoo Girl 6.80 and $4. 9 Muskie Man for $32 exactor 317.90. 20-cent try 1766.54. A 20-cent super of 1647.46. Ninth race, so we're finished from the top. 542 718 693. That's 542 718 693 on the bottom. Field on Post Parade for the 10th. One is Sweet View Austin Story for Cassidy Schneider, Colonel Schneider Jr. Number 2 is Ride Relentless, Brady Gollier for Cassidy Schneider and Mickey Suter and John Dewick. 3 is Up Front BB, Paul McKenzie for Dawn Windsor. 4 is Captain's Legacy, Anthony Hunt for Francis Dumichel and Robert Daly, and Claude Grandin and John Nizick. 5 is Wicked Jewels, Sammy Fillier for Jamie Copley and Kimberly Eaton and Darren Tingley and Dwayne Tingley. Number 6, The Jack of Diamonds, Mark McDonnell for Lindsay Kerr and Sally Charlton. Number 7, Strongman Headover, Jason Ryan for Josh McGibbon and Murray Cox. 8 is Country Grace, George Ketros drives and trains and owns. And number 9, Better Beast, Damian McClellan for Kyle Bossons. It's a field of 9, race number 10. The final dash features the Super High 5, and let's get a look at this. We'll see if we can find 5. I think we both agree with Ride Relentless as the one to play on top.
Yeah, Ride Relentless for me, and maybe yourself too, pops off the page with these. Just missing. Last time out, a runner-up finish in 52-2, a beaten favorite on that occasion. But with the 2 straight runner-up finishes, you'd have to be thinking this Schneider trainee is sitting on a win.
Yeah, and 52-2 compares very nicely in here. Ride Relentless had the gate speed also blasted out early, so has a position to probably be very forwardly placed and may well be the early pace setter again. Although there's some others, like there's a lot of good gate speed in this dash. The inside 5 are all showing a blasting.
Yeah, some gate speed, plenty of it, and this fellow looks good. He looks not quite amped up or running hot. He just looks very sharp, kind of proud of himself, has a confidence about him, Gary.
Number 1, Sweet View. Inside post position, things might work out that Ride Relentless makes the lead, and Sweet View can leave well enough to sit right on the back of Ride Relentless. They got a pocket trip in each of the last couple. Only stuck around for a 4th, but that last race, 53-2, Ride Relentless was 2nd, Sweet View 4th, and this is one that maybe can build on that last start.
I thought about that. I thought about the Schneider trainees leaving to sit 1-2. Not sure it's going to happen, though, because as you mentioned, there is plenty of gate speed immediately to their right. But Sweet View, I know when Austin Sorey drove him in London to a victory, I think it was that 157 flat victory, Austin got off of him and said he really liked him and he could have went a lot quicker. So here's Austin staying with Sweet View, who gets a pretty good shot at hitting the high 5 here.
Number 4, Captain's Legacy is one of those to his right that will be blasting early. Captain's Legacy shows 27-2 last time out, making the lead, and the class below this one and wiring the field in 54-1.
Yeah, this horse has been really good for Francis, dating back to April in London when he turned things around, and his latest is the lifetime best when sailing coast to coast. Captain's Legacy, worth a look, leaving behind the car because there is tons of gate speed to work with. He's flashed that 27 speed in his last couple of starts. I'd have him worth a look in here at 22-1. That's a big number for this horse.
That is a huge number. Well, it's driven up because of Wicked Jewels is 1-2. Look, I used Wicked Jewels for 3rd. You used Wicked Jewels for 4th. You can make an argument for this one. The key thing, I think, is people are climbing on first start Jamie Copley off the claim last time out and has been racing well at Kawartha, but I don't see Wicked Jewels as an odds-on favorite here at all.
I could make an argument for this horse to finish in the top 3 or 4. There's no shot I could make an argument for this horse to be 1-2 and a favorite right now. I mean, yeah, he got claimed in the latest, will be starting for Copley, but he's going to need to drop maybe 2-3 seconds to go with Relentless here.
And I did see him race May the 17th at Flamborough and win and beat Happy in Control, a good measuring stick, and Wicked Jewel semi-fill for Jamie Copley. I mean, you respect the connections, but 3 to 5
Yeah.
might be too much respect. One that I had a lot of respect for and here and used for second is 9 Better Beast. Yes, it's the trailer post, but you see back-to-back 53 and change miles.
Yeah, and pretty good check getter. I can use him in here. Another one with a real good price, 25 to 1. And this, I'm not sure if you noticed it, Gary. I don't see any live money remaining in play for the pick
0.
5. I mean, we got to wait till it goes official, but it's looking like a pick 5 carryover on the Monday.
It showed up on the screen as 0, so we'll see if that's true. But it would make sense. I mean, Pat probably blew up that pick 5.
Oh, did he ever?
And he was happy.
Big smile.
And he was happy to do it. It's a field of 9 for race number 10. Field for the 10th and final dash. There. Entering the backstretch. Field for race number 10. In position, Strongman Hanover and Country Grace are well back at the start. And blasting out quickest of all right now is Wicked Jewels, who's going to charge out trying to make the lead. Also leaving us up front BB and Relentless, and then Sweet View, Captain's Legacy, the Jack of Diamonds, Better Beast, and the trailing pair Strongman Hanover and Country Grace. Wicked Jewels with the lead. Relentless is filling the pocket on the back of Wicked Jewels, who is 4 to 5 on the board. Relentless is 9 to 5, and Sweet View has a view from third at 15 to 1. Then up front, BB is racing fourth. Lively opening panel of 26 and 3 as the field charges on towards us. Fifth in line is Captain's Legacy, working in front of the Jack of Diamonds. And then it is back to Better Beast and Strongman Hanover and Country Grace is trailing the field. Off a sharp 26 and 3 opening quarter. Wicked Jewels leads up towards the half, and Relentless is studying things from a close pocket position as Brady Golliers is keeping a close watch on Wicked Jewels, and Sweet View is third. Up front, BB is racing fourth, and now the Jack of Diamonds is going to be the first one to pop to the outside. And then it is back to Captain's Legacy. Then it is Better Beast and Strongman Hanover and Country Grace. Strong half, 55 and 4. Wicked Jewels has the lead. Relentless elects to stay down to the inside as Sweet View wants to have a view from closer, and now from the backfield, Strongman Hanover with a strong bit is flying out there 3 wide, but Sweet View now has come on to challenge Wicked Jewels. Wicked Jewels and Sweet View, and then on the inside, Relentless is waiting for the passing lane. Strongman Hanover to the outside with a strong late rally, then the Jack of Diamonds, and up front BB as they come on down the stretch drive, and now it is Sweet View who's got a lead, but looking to come up the inside. Relentless, and out wide is Strongman Hanover. Strongman Hanover rolls on by Jason Ryan Knight on a Friday night with Sweet View second. Relentless third at 14 to 1. Strongman Hanover. You saw that strong move going to 3/4 and on to the final turn, and then kept it rolling all the way to the finish, Sugar.
Yeah, 5 horse, ambitious early, putting up hot early fractions, setting it up for another closer, right? I mean, midway around that final turn, it was showing upset, and Jason Ryan, who's had himself a night, he's going to cap off a big one here at a big price. Strongman Hanover, new mark, 53-1.
Yeah, this is a horse that was a big earner last year, 50,000 last year, which actually is the most of this field. But the thing is, the last start was February the 23rd, qualified here June the 17th.
Freshened up, right? Josh McKibben put him away for a few months, and I didn't see this coming. But the way the race set up for him, I mean, 55 and 4 for that class. Down to the half. I mean, the pace setter was on the ropes. Sweet View went a big one. Strongman Hanover, though, ready to play right off the bench.
It's going to be a pretty large exactor with Strongman Hanover and Sweet View.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'll click it up right now and get a peek at it. 10th race exactor probable for the 7-1, $968.
We had
Just like that.
We had some chalk early, but we ended the night with a bang.
Oh.
We had Mark Etzel's trotter go down in the 8th, and then from there, the heavy favorite went down in the 8th. And the 9th race, Happy Houdon scores at a big price, and my, oh my. And then in the 10th
Big
race.
tickets. Big tickets night at Grand River Raceway, and it's going to set up for a carryover for the pick 5. We know that it could set up for a carryover on the early high 5 as well. I like the chances for that with a couple of big bombs, first and second, and a big price 5th.
We were arguing about whether the 2 or 5, which one was better. Well, it really doesn't matter because the 7 and 1
Doesn't
finished
matter.
in front of them. Listen, Sugar, study it up. We're gonna have a pick 5 carryover into Monday.
Nice.
Have yourself a great weekend.
You too, pal.
Back in front of us, number 7, Strongman Hanover, 4-year-old Better's Delight, Bay gelding by Murray Cox of Rockwood. Joshua McKibbins, the trainer, 4 on the night for Jason Rhyme, second win this year. And the 6th win lifetime for Strongman Hanover, 153-1. The 10th race, 7, Strongman Hanover, 30-50, $13 and $8.20. 1, Sweet View, $13.80 and $6.60. And 2, Relentless, $2.90. $2 Exactor, $968. The dollar try, $865.75. We had even a 20-cent try of $173.15. We'll have a high 5 carryover of $4,152 into a Monday. The double of 5 and 7, $678.25. 20-cent pick 3 pays 2 of 3. Note the pick 3 is 2 of 3, $67.78. A 20-cent pick 4 of $1,072.44. And a pick 5 carryover of $4,447.03. The 10th race order finish from the tops at 236-945-187. That's 236-945-187 on the bottom. Fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this Friday evening. Action resumes Monday, first dash, 6:20 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody.